first? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, lovely people. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. Squeaky has immediately started asking for pets. It's a normal day here in Blighty. Welcome back, people. We're going to do a bit more Conan Exiles today. Unreal Engine 5 enhanced shenanigans, majesty. Oasis of Calm is here in the background. It's just like, it's a vibe, people. We're here living on the beach. You know what I mean? Siri's taking a rest. I don't know about her, but I'm exhausted, even though yesterday was Sunday. And I did rest quite a lot yesterday. Actually, like, repotted some plants and stuff, which was very therapeutic, which is my, like, how can I do things that don't involve sitting at the desk kind of activities these days? I've been really into plants recently, people. So yes, but yeah, server shenanigans and keeping up with the Discord and stuff like that. It is like taking a lot of time recently, but we'll get there, people. Honestly, yeah, we are having the server move to a different machine that's less busy. So hopefully that improves kind of performance and things like that. But I do know that server issues are like kind of across the board. I played on an official server last night. Which was, you know, very exciting and everything, but my goodness was I teleporting around, trying to fight any enemy and, like, guess where they were. It was just, like, slashing into the air. Squeaky, I'm petting you. How much more do you want? Squeakerfin, the little baby. Oh, she fell off the box. What is wrong with you? Pull yourself together, woman. She's so sweet. Official service is so laggy. Yeah, they are working on that, and I have seen posts about it. It sounds like a server. I know. So, but it was good for me to do that because I was like, I want to know when I see feedback about the server, is this just across the board? Squeakerfin, don't make me put you out the room. Squeakerfin, you have sharp claws on your feet. How much more can I pet you? I'm like continuously petting you. Would anybody like to pet the cat whilst I start streaming? Squeaky says more scritches. I'm literally petting you. What do you want from me? She's so funny. As soon as I start talking, she's like, she becomes really needy. She's like been ignoring me all day. Isn't that funny? Get ready to warble. Oh, thank you for the laughs, people. Honestly, it keeps me going. It feeds me. Yeah, we do have a giveaway, as we quite often do here on the Twitchings. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you head over to Twitch and do !ticket in Twitch chat, that's what you need to do. It doesn't cost anything. And you can enter a giveaway for either the Blood and Sand DLC or the Riddle of Steel DLC. Both of them are available. You have a choice. Make sure your Twitch whispers are open so that I can whisper you if you win. And if you're not here in the chat when we draw the winner, I will call another winner. And you can just enter another one in the future. I'm finding that to be the most useful kind of way of doing things. Oh gosh, I'm so tired. I'm going to literally steal whatever energy you feel like you've got right now. I'm going to steal it from you during the stream, people, because that's just what happens. I gain energy when I start streaming. Yepers, people.
Subscribed.
Thank you so much. Right, let's have our... let's go through the chat. Let's go through the chat. Can I just, by the way, before it's in case I freaking miss you, thank you for the 5 gifted subs before the stream, and thank you for the 52 months of subscription on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a mod for this community. You're a bit of a... Wait a second. I love being mean to you, but you are wonderful, and I do really, really appreciate you. So thank you so much for everything that you do behind the scenes. Sometimes you take a bit of crap when you're just trying to help people, and it's never good, and I don't like it. So anyway, rambling, but thank you so much for everything that you do. I really, really appreciate you, and thank you for sticking around, my friend. There you go. That's it. I'm getting back to being mean to you now. Thank you. Can I find the beginning of this stream? The only thing about this stream chat combiner thing is it like saves it from the like previous day. Biking ready indeed, my friends. Where is the beginning of the chat? Is that the beginning? I think that is the beginning. That's Captain Landsman. Kalendra's got first. All right, I'm at the beginning of the chat. Congratulations, everybody. I found it. Kalendra's got first today. Well done, my friend. Well done. Gabriel, hi. How's it going? Good to see you. Ask a hi. Greetings to you. Falco, my dear. Always so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Kevin, hi. How are you doing? Are you enjoying yourself? Is the server performance really pissing you off? It's understandable. Hopefully it sorts itself out. The crazy thing is, like, if you're in Britain and you're on a British server, you expect the ping to be good. Am I right, people? It's like, how is the ping bad when you're literally in Britain? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sure they'll fix it. Anyway, India, my dear, how are you? So good to see you. Ken, hi, how's it going? Purple Wave, greetings to you. Can I just, every time I talk, can I just have this music playing in the background? It just makes me feel just so much better about the world. Kai, hello, how's it going? Good to see you. Eds, hi. Twitch.tv/Annabella. There you go. It's in the chat. It's pinned in the YouTube chat, my dear. RPG, hello, how are you? Awesome need some coding to get me through the end of the workday. Yeah, hope your Monday's going well, everybody. Yeah, I need to kind of like make my streams a bit earlier. I keep getting waylaid and stuff with busyness. But here we are, people. Bit of Conan tonight. MacGyver, good to see you. How's it going? Reese, hi. How are you? Darina, hello. Good to see you. Tekajo, hello. Noriella, my dear, hello. Cheers to you too. Gaffbard with the cutest emote in the whole world. I just love it so much. Hello, my dear. So friendly. Rex, how's it going? Shazaran, hi. Respawn, my dear. How are you with your popcorn in the chat? Hello, Shadows. Just love all these emotes. Shadows, hello, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Sheria, hi. Kez, hi. How's it going? Good to see you. I think, did I say hello to Purple Pirate? I think I did. Kevin Gillespie, hello. I'm just going to call you Gillespie. Oh, there you go. Boom. Said. Dwighty, hi. How are you? Cheese It, greetings. Remzies, hi. Crave, greetings, friendos. Nedfest, hello. Leo Fire. Kaya Liminu. Oh, yes. Hello. Rufio, indeed. Nefanor, my dear. Hello, lovely. With the cacophony. Scott, good to see you. Conan Kern, hi. How are you? Stalaki, hi. Panulis. I love that doing giveaways like brings out all the lurkers so you see who's in the chat. Hello, friendos. Woot, hi. How's it going? Oh, Gatamalota, hello, my dear. How are you? Boozy, greeting. Yeah, official servers, yes. Very laggy. Squeaker says more scritches. I know. Snowy, hi. Have I said hello to you already? Hello, Snowy, my dear. Weasel, hi. Greenhorn, greetings. Nefanor with the cacophony. Oh, I'm at the end. And a partridge in a pear tree. Little Red Riding Hood, how are you doing? Good to see you, friend. Nefanor starts making cookies for the corner. Listen here. Hold on a minute. Nefanor to the corner, please. Nefanor to the corner. Thank you. There will be no cookies. No cookies, though. Confiscate the oven. Hello, Joddy. Hi, how are you? It's me. I joined the giveaway, but my laptop is a potato and it doesn't have the memory to download the game. Oi. I'm sorry, friendo. Just as me Cutlass was growing rusty. Hello, Templar. Hello. But I live here. Yes. You know, there's nothing that relaxes me more than running around killing things in a video game. So this is going to be the most relaxing kind of experience of my day today. We're going to go do the Dreggs dungeon, people. I kind of want to do that, get that out of the way. And then probably next time we're going to go to Siptah. We might even go to Siptah today. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I do have some videos I want to make this week. I kind of gave myself a bit of a break from videos last week, apart from shorts, because I was just exhausted. But it is all very exciting. It's all kind of good stuff. It's just I'm a bit like, knackered. There you go. If there are, I did post this in the Discord, if there are server issues, if the server goes down and everyone's like, oh, I don't know what's going on, bear in mind, there's so many of you wonderful people in the Discord at the moment, chitter-chattering, which makes me incredibly happy, by the way. Welcome, everybody who's new to the community. If the server goes down, just somebody, it doesn't matter who it is, open a support ticket and just say in the chat, I've opened a ticket. And then people say, is the server down? You've already been helping each other and telling each other, yeah, server's down, I've opened a ticket. Then I know when I just quickly look at Discord, kind of quick scan of it, that I know I need to do something, basically, because otherwise I have to kind of read all the way through the Conan channel about the chitter-chatter about, cookies and all that stuff. And that would be just a huge help to me. So thank you very much. I did post that in the Discord, but some of you won't have seen that, although I did pin it. There you go. I wake up and choose cookies. That's it. I wake up and don't ask for what I know, yeah. Yes, indeedy. Do I want to tell you anything else? Exclamation mark ticket in Twitch chat for a chance to win the Blood and Sand DLC or Riddle of Steel. That's the giveaway today. Shall we get into it? Let me have a little sip of coffee. This is the new house that I built off stream before last stream, and I did give you a bit of a guided tour around, but it's so cozy. I'm really enjoying it, actually. Quite often I don't build until it's like the big, like, time for the big house, basically. Rinrod, thank you for the sub as well, by the way. Thank you. Have I missed anybody's subs? I think I'm caught up with subs and stuff. I think we are. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all the support. Really appreciate it. This is not the full Monty. Oh my goodness. Simple minimap, better thrills, fashions, and all that push are working great. Okay. Cool. Yes, we are holding off for like a week. It has been a week. Well, it's been nearly a week. As soon as the servers are stable, we will start looking at mods. And I will be trying to kind of replicate the experience that we had in UE4. Rufflecopter, that sounds really weird, doesn't it? But anything that's kind of been integrated into the game, then I won't obviously be looking to mod that, obviously. But I'm going to kind of make sure that we, any of the mods that we used to use before, I'm just going to be assessing them and then adding them to the server. If you want to know what kind of mods that's likely to be, because you might be like, I don't know, am I going to like that? I'm very kind of like particular. Wait, not me. What am I looking for? Mods, Conan. I like to keep the game, the server, as vanilla as possible. So that it's basically like an enhanced vanilla experience with kind of the quality of life features that I would have expected just to be in the game. Yeah, hair mod, yes, absolutely. So things that will alter that you'll be able to kind of modify the way your character looks, like bigger butts and whatever you want to do to your pecs and stuff like that. And then, yeah, so body kind of customization a little bit further. Hair mod, usually I love Barbarian Barber. It's fantastic. I believe it's being worked on, but some of these things might take a while. We might use Top Custom in future because I've been using it on my game and I've been really liking it. What else? And also that does come with server management tools, so I might not need to use Pippi, but I need to dive into that Top Custom stuff. A Top Pseudo. What else? Something that brings up damage details on screen. And that's it, really. Don't expect nothing that will change buildings. There will be no building mods whatsoever, and the main reason for that is if the mod is not working, I don't want anybody losing their buildings, right? So that's like number one for me. So there you go. So if you're interested to know what kind of mods I'm likely to use, there's a video posted in Twitch chat, which is the mods that I used to use on my previous game and all that stuff. And then if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the description of the video of the live stream that you're watching. There you go. Enough piffle-paffle for me. Let's get into it before I fall over. Oh, is Pippi being updated? I believe so, Iron Ken. Yes, I believe so. Slay hairstyles are quality of life. Hairstyles are quality of life. I agree with you. Absolutely. All right. Well, Siri is currently resting in her little beach hut. Because she's tired. It's been quite a hectic time for us Exiles, hasn't it, since this update. This is the upstairs kind of area of our little kind of beach hut situation. With these gorgeous views, the vibes are good. The waves are crashing against the, what do you call it, the beach. And yeah, it's very cozy. One of the reasons I wanted to live here is because just past that little rock situation, there is an adherent of the Outer Dark who can take us over here, can take us to Siptah, which is kind of handy. So I thought that would kind of be a useful useful place to live next to. Plus, I just wanted to be on the beach because it's just gorgeous in this kind of area. This over here is the Orb of Nurgle bench. What level am I right now? Level 46. So I think you need to be level 45 to make this. If you're playing on it was right there, wasn't it? If you're playing on an official server, or you just want to play without mods and you want to change the way your character looks, as soon as you get to level 45, you can craft an Orb of Nurgle bench, and then you can just basically have all the same kind of details that you can change at the beginning of the game. So there you go. I placed it there because it's kind of nice, and I just want to kind of show people basically. But that's something they added a good while ago to the game, so you can edit your character mid playthrough without starting afresh. Any of you like started a new character just because you're like, I just don't like this about my character?
Boys and just subscribed for 15 months.
Ghost, thank you so much for.
Finally started my noob river shack. Never has sandstone been so shiny.
I agree. All the basic kind of build stuff is so much nicer than it was before, and it's so much more usable now. Thank you so much for the 15 months, Ghost. Thank you. Thank you, Gathbard. Shoot between the DLCs and Bazaar. We don't really need any building mods. He said, yeah. That may be allowing overlapping structures to get those perfect corners. Yeah. I'm also having some snapping issues. Anybody else? I'm having issues like rotating and snapping things a little bit in this update in a way that I didn't before. So you'll notice since we last met, I have placed the early game all of the basic benches that you need at the beginning of the game, seeing as we have now a house. Congratulations to me. So we have a tinkerer's bench in which you can craft mods for your armor and your weapons and your tools. The main thing I'm using at the moment is the armor reduction kit. In here you can learn this bench from doing the opening tinkerer. Just type in tinker and then it'll come up, so you can see here. So you start off with the simple level and then you need to kind of upgrade, learn these as you kind of progress. You can see that this master tinkerer thing we can't learn until we're level 48. So there's a tinkerer's bench. It's very cheap to make these armor reduction kits. It's just plant fiber and twine. I make sure I repair my stuff with the best repair kit that I can, which is Grandmaster repair kits, and then I apply an armor reduction kit on it. There you go. And I'd like to do that like the first time basically that I repair it. We've got a blacksmith bench in which we're going to craft all the things you would expect in a blacksmith bench. Tools, weapons. If you want to craft steel reinforcements, things like that, you'll do that in there. Bear in mind you will get some more recipes when you get crafters. So bear that in mind. You might see an extra row at the top when you have a crafter nearby. So when we get a blacksmith, we'll get some more recipes, including reinforce, which will basically, instead of this, it will take iron reinforcements and steel fire. So it's definitely worth getting a blacksmith. Plus, you'll also not only will you get recipes, but you will get benefits from those crafters that are placed in your in your base. Things like improved crafting speed and different benefits to the things that they craft. So say a bladesmith will increase the damage from any weapons that you craft in a blacksmith bench. An edgesmith will increase the armor pen. Shieldwright for armorers will give you the most armor value, and Scoutwright will give you like lighter armor if you wanted to do that. I prefer Shieldwright with an armor reduction kit personally. There you go. So that's the blacksmith's bench. We've got the basic carpenter's bench, in which will make shaped wood, insulated wood. You're going to need these all the way through the game for a bunch of different things. It's a good idea just to have some crafted. And these are just like DLC recipes for bows. Bows and elevators, but you'll have to otherwise learn how to craft those outside of that. This is just an artisan table. This is where we craft most of the decorations, and if you're not doing it in creative mode. If you're doing it in creative mode, all of this stuff is just in like the repair hammer menu, which I really love and I prefer than using the artisan bench, honestly. Dryer, you just put in some bark to power it and some wood, and you'll get dried wood. You'll also have as a byproduct of that, you'll have resin, which you can also get from just hitting trees anyway with your hatchets. It used to be, if you haven't played for a long time, you used to have to harvest northern trees up here in this kind of area in order to get resin. Now every tree that you harvest, as long as it's not a dry tree, will give you resin. There you go. So you're going to need a lot of insulated wood later. This is where you're going to craft the dry wood and get the resin from that. Here we've got a little Yamatai hearth, which was here last time we met. This is just from an item from the bazaar at some point. And I've put my dancer here because he won't move from this location. My cook, Rick Art the Baker, just likes to wander around back and forth, kind of aimlessly, honestly, which is kind of annoying. So Oyvind Talltree is, even though he is placed here, I can place him anywhere I want. This is from Living Settlements. This is where I'm really reassured that I don't have nudity on, because I got jump scared earlier. If I place him there, you'll see bottom left-hand corner of my screen, I am receiving the benefit of being entertained, corruption cleansing, faster healing and things like that. But he's sitting there, there's an animation, and the fire's kind of lit up. I love that. That's wonderful. Over here I've got one furnace, which is a bit of a joke, really. At some point I'll have to put a few more furnaces down because you need a bit more kind of space, really. in these, although no longer do we really need to fill up our crafting benches with materials because now we have craft from containers. So apart from this, I suppose, because I can't pull materials through in this one, if you want to be able to pull materials through, I do recommend Unlock Plus, which I believe has actually been updated to enhanced. So there you go. I mean, you could just put your ores in here. I did put some ores in earlier, which is why we have some reinforced iron crafted. I think the rest of it's probably upstairs, I guess, in my boxes. So there you go. Furnace, you probably want a few of these, maybe like 3, 4, depending on what you're doing. I do have crafting speed on the fastest speed, which is at 0.1 in the settings. So everything will just burn really, really quickly. Just because I'm streaming, I just find it to be a bit more efficient and whatnot. So there you go. We will be upgrading a lot of these, most of these benches like later on in the game. Anyway, Fireball Cauldron, you'll make alchemical base. Dragon Powder is for explosives. Steel Fire, you'll combine with cooked iron in your furnace to make steel. Alchemical base, this is where you can use your gold dust and silver dust you collect around the map. Ichor you can get from unfriending bugs and using a hatchet on them, generally speaking, to get the best ichor. Or harvesting little bugs in the Sunken City dungeon if you want to get to that stage, but then by then you probably know exactly where to get all your ichor. Stone Consolidant you need, you put this in a furnace with bricks, cooked bricks, and that will turn your bricks into hardened bricks. There you go. Oh, Grail, my dear. I'll have a breath. Thank you so much for that, lovely. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. So nice of you. I hope you're doing well. It's amazing how many words I can produce without breathing, isn't it? There you go. So my mother would be like, yeah. So there you go. Stone Consolidant, you need that. So this is in your Fireball Cauldron. Alchemy Bench, this is where we're going to craft our potions. You can make concentrated aloe extract, which is quite useful for your thralls because it will give them a bigger chunk of healing in one burst. Potion of Bestial Memory is what you're going to use to reset your attributes, which you're going to want to do multiple times in a playthrough, generally speaking. There's no kind of drawback to this. It just resets your attribute points alone, and it's Waterfall, Glass Flask, Yellow Lotus, and Blood. Blood you can get from putting human limbs into fluid press. You can just get it from other things as well. You can get it from bearer packs, stuff like that. Waterfall glass flasks you can pick up around the map. Otherwise you can place a casting bench, which make a little cast, put some glass in it, which is crystal from the furnace, and then you can fill these flasks in your alchemy bench if you have an alchemist. There you go. What else do I want to tell you about? The next thing you need to know, really, corrupted stone. You need 200 corrupted stone to make a map room, which is something that I'm going to want to do at some point soon. That's in building pieces and special. They are enormous. You did see at the archives, this is how big they are. It is a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky to build above them. It's kind of enclose them in a building of some kind, because they're so huge, but they're quite handy. The reason I've got this, you can pick it back up again if you want to. Yeah, just give you your mats back. So the nice thing is you can just place it and then you have exactly what you need in your inventory and you can take that with you. I kind of want one of those because I'm going to want to use that on the Isle of Siptah, I think. So I just wanted to kind of have that ready. We can place it back down again. Bear in mind, I did mention in the past, I don't really want to block off that crocodile, actually. If you are on a server, you need to think about decay time. So if you've logged into your server and you're like, where's all my stuff? Someone's deleted my things. Who's done this? Why has this happened? Chances are it's just decay. You need somewhere flat to put this. Should we put it... I just don't want to block off that little croc friendo because I like him. Kind of makes the world feel more alive. So you can put this on foundations, no problem. I'm just seeing if there's somewhere without bothering to put foundations down the little place. You can press R to clip it to the terrain. No. Shall we put it here? I think what we'll do is we'll leave it, and then if I need to teleport somewhere, because I have been clicking on obelisks around the map. I did show you where to learn the map rooms, by the way. But basically, you go into the archives in the Unnamed City, speak to the archivist at the back, and learn cartographer. That will allow you to make it. I'm just going to put the materials in here.
New York Times Crawl 1976 just subscribed with Prime.
Nightcrawler, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome, my friends. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. Like a map table. Yeah. Yes, New York Times Crawler. Thank you, Nightcrawler. Thank you. You can put... So in Siptah... So now you can teleport to Siptah, obviously from the Exiled Lands. You can do that from NPCs. You can use teleportary stones if you level sorcery. What else, people? You can't... There are no obelisks in Siptah, right? But you can put a map room. People have confirmed that it works. You can put a map room in Siptah and teleport to obelisks on the Exiled Lands. So that's kind of something I'm thinking about doing. So you go, Fireball Cauldron, there's the Alchemist Bench. So yeah, I showed you the stones. You can also make reagents in here, which you need for sorceress spells and stuff like that. Reaper Poison you can apply to weapons. Yellow Lotus Potion resets your... doesn't reset anything anymore. It gives you stamina. It used to reset feat points. The Potion of Natural Learning, resets feat points. If you want to kind of like... If you've run out of points and you don't have any Fragments of Power, you can just use that. These things just give me the ability to alter the creatures that I've got. So there's various different creatures from DLCs and stuff. You need some kind of specific fodder for it. So when you get DLCs, different reskins basically of creatures. Polar bears and white bunnies and all that stuff. White and black horses for Riders of Hyboria DLC and all that stuff. There you go. That's the Alchemist Bench. Fluid Press, you can press berries in here. Turn them into berry pulp. Berry pulp is a drink that will not alter your temperature whatsoever, so you can take that into cold areas and not cool down when you drink it, which is quite handy. That's the only thing I really use that for. Otherwise, you can put heads, carcasses of dead animals, things like that in here, and you'll get blood, bones, hide, and stuff like that. Or human body parts, which is such a dark thing to say. But you know, if you unfriend an NPC or something and you've got like arms or something, you put it in here, you'll get blood. It's a good source of it. There you go. Tanner's Bench. Tannery speaks for itself. You can place your hides in here. If you put some bark as fuel, hit play, and you'll end up with leather and regular leather and heavy... What is it called? Heavy leather? What is it called? Thick hide. Thick leather. There you go, thick. Got a grinder here. You can put plant fibre in that to make spice. Stone in here to make salt, berries in to make spice, various different things. Very useful, very important. Tanner's Table, this is where you strip your hides. So we've got feline pelt. It doesn't actually say what it is, but yes, it does say wolf pelt. Okay. Generally speaking, I just strip everything in here. The only thing I don't usually strip is elephant hides. You do need that to make perfected heavy padding. The only thing is, because you collect so much perfected heavy padding now in boxes and from enemies, bosses, stuff like that, you probably don't ever need to make it, honestly. Unless you want to do like a purge base and have loads of like followers fully kitted out in armor around it, then maybe you do. By the way, this guy you haven't seen before, but this guy was sitting in our bar. And I was like, what the hell did they do to the dudes in this game? Have you noticed how wait, hold on a second. Look at his freaking forearms. I literally, goes to show my priorities. I hadn't even seen the male models really that much at all. So I was like, okay, we're going to hire you, sir. You can stick around. There you go. So he's just been placed on this Tanner's Table. He's not going to confer any benefits to this Tanner's Table. But it just gives him somewhere to stand, basically. That's it. This is our Thaumaturgy Bench. I've just put some decorations around it. Some various different, I don't know, bits and bobs, whatever, jars and things, just to make it look legit. But this Thaumaturgy Bench, you get the recipe for this when you learn sorcery in Shellback Hollow, over here. Yes, you go to the back of the cave, you click on the book, then you're granted an arcane staff, which you can craft more of in here. This one here, you can, you're granted an arcane staff and a tome of Karak. Yes, so you put your tome in here, and then collect sorcerer spell pages from around the map and from dead sorcerers, sorcerer packs, things like that. You need sorcerer spell pages in order to learn spells. So you can see the first spell here for sorcery I can learn. I need a sorcerer spell page, and then I need some basic ingredients. And the ingredients will become more and more kind of like high level as you progress through these. It is definitely worth leveling sorcery, if only for the ability to make teleportary stones, especially if you're going to be traveling to the Isle of Siptah, because there's no obelisks on the Isle of Siptah, and it's a big map. So you're going to want to teleport around. The other thing is Elixir of Rebirth, which allows you to re-roll your follower perks. Follower kind of like points they get from leveling up. The ability to summon your body if you die, very handy, especially if you're a new player. And then there's a bunch of other kind of things, basically, kind of fun things if you want to get into sorcery and all that good stuff. There you go. So that's the Thaumaturgy bench. I think that is this whole building now. So there you go. Those are the basic benches that everybody needs in their starter house. The only thing I would change, if I did this differently, maybe I would want more floor space and have a bit more room for some more furnaces. I've kind of gone for aesthetics over function in some ways, because out here is usable space. I could have like furnaces out here underneath those two things. I could also use this outside space for crafting benches, which in the past I would have, but because I'm streaming, I want it to kind of look nice and cozy. And I just love having this bar here. So I don't know if I showed you this on stream, but when you place the barkeeper that we collected from a cage, if the person in the cage around the map speaks to you, if they speak to you, then it's a barkeeper, basically. The other people don't talk, and they'll try to convince you to take them, rescue them or whatever. So as soon as you take them, you can click on them. She'll chat to you. There you go. Thank you. Shut up, madam. So she'll follow you home as soon as you rescue her from a cage. But what you want to do is put her behind the bar. As soon as she's behind this bar that you can place using your hammer. I always forget where the hell it is. Is it crafting state? No. Decorations. Bars. Oh, God. Yes. There you go. Decorations, countertops, and bars. And I have a few different types. Do I have the materials? Can I just do this in creative so that I can just... and then we'll demolish it in creative as well so I don't gain the mats. I just want to show you the different benches because these will appear in the bazaar at different times. And I want you to be able to decide if you're interested or not. So here's the Castaway one. What is it called? Barracan Castaway Bar. This is the basic bar that you get. Everybody has this as soon as you learn... you find a barkeeper, you'll have that. Bum 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. There it is. So you just craft that with the construction hammer. That's the basic one. They exactly have the same function, they're just different appearances. This is the veneer, sometimes in the bazaar. This is not sponsored, I'm just telling you the information. This is a veneer one, you can see the style is a bit different. I like that one. It's got a little place there where you can put a baby bear. It was in the release video, whatever for it. And then this is the Yamatai one. This is kind of for like Japanese style builds and stuff. It's beautiful. Very, very nice kind of like stylish situations. You can also place more of these stools. Bum 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 bum. Seating. Yeah, you can also place these seats as well. Where are you, stool friendo? Here it is. Yamatai bar stool. I don't remember if this is actually part of the DLC or not. It might be part of this like pack, but you can add additional kind of things like that around if you want to. So if I demolish this, I shouldn't get the mats back because I'm in creative mode. There you go. Just wanted to show you those are the different bar types available. I will leave creative mode. I'll go back into normal mode. There you go. Boom. So place the barkeeper behind the bar, and then people will show up. If you build it, they will come, basically. So you'll find that these random dudes and ladies will show up at your bar, and it's a fantastic way to kind of fill out some of your benches, especially if you're like, I can't be bothered pulling people back to the base every single time I find somebody. This is how I end up with like multiple like cooks and things like that for all my different little cooking stoves and whatnot. But you have to basically pay to hire them. So if you're not into kind of knocking people out around the map and sort of bludgeoning them, bringing them home in a barbaric kind of, violent way, which I really enjoy personally, then you can hire them for 100 gold coins. The cost is, I think, varies. Yeah, 50 gold coins for him. You can get some really good finds. You can get like Delincia Snow Hunters, who's my beloved friendo over here we got from Mounds of the Dead, from knocking her out. That was a fun adventure. But yeah, you keep an eye out the people at your bar. It just makes your bar feel more lively, or your base feel more lively. You might find that some people are just kind of wandering around outside. If you lock the gates or doors to thralls, which you can do here, then you might find that these people can't get in, and then they'll be stuck outside. So you can unlock a door for that. See, we've got a fighter there. So there you go, that's the bar. I did mention... Was it last... I think it was last time we met, I mentioned this thrall pot. This is like the best early game kind of refrigerator you're going to find. If you craft one of these, you can make it at like level 10. If you craft one of these, then... Wait, let me just... Is it decorations, companions? Yeah. It's just branches and iron bars. But if you put something in there, so this salted pork has 58 minutes left on its decay timer, and in here it has 9 hours 42 minutes. So it is a very cheap early game thrall pot, basically, early game refrigerator, and you can disable thrall use if you don't want them congregating. There you go. I think that's everything. Have I covered all the things? That was a lot of talking. I'm sorry, people. Catch up with chat. I can't sit on this bench, unfortunately. No, she can't get there. They can, but I can't. Okay, let me have a quick catch up before we get going. Love the bar. I really like it as well. Yeah, it's turned out nice. Hello, Tony. Hello, people. I got them from Sorting My Enemy. The mod that adds obelisks to Siptah is fantastic. Nice. Endowment potions. Oi, oi, oi. Hello, hamster. How are you, lovely? Don't mind a nice set of... Yeah, they're quite buff now, aren't they? It's wild, honestly. You see them like at certain angles, you're like, how big are those arms? But I guess it's always been unfair, because I feel like the men in this game have always looked like garbage. Do you know what I mean? Which is why most of you play females in the game. Because you're like, well, I want something nice to look at. You know what I mean? Rock branches are very tough, yes. Conan missed arm day 2, that's it. Google the Lesser Key of Solomon to see a magic circle using so many magic. That would be better than a giant map room. Yeah. Was looking for a berserker today. Ended up with Delincia, so happy. Nice. Did run into a berserker, but sadly died to lag, and then Delincia killed them. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the lone berserker has been removed from the Exiled Lands. It's now a tier 3 all the time. I haven't spoken to anybody who's had any berserker at all, so it's not even a chance to spawn a berserker as far as I can tell. Hello, people. Hello, David. Hello, everybody. Am I the only person to like Siptah? Wooden structures look so good there. I don't think I think lots of people like Siptah. I like Exiled Lands more because I just feel like it's the perfect kind of map, really. I would rework some areas. Like, I think the jungle in the Exiled Lands could do with, you know, some extra interesting things happening. But Siptah is just very vast. It's great for building big bases and stuff. There we go. Saw somebody get a berserker. You saw somebody get a berserker? Oh. So has anybody else, type 1 in the chat if you've seen a berserker in the lone berserker spawn without a mod. Type 2 if you haven't. I'm interested. Kind of cool for having a bit of... Yeah, definitely. Really like it. Adds a bit of life to your base. You have? Mm-hmm. 1 person been farming the hell out of it. 2 and I've been... Yeah, we farmed the hell out of it, yeah. Yeah. So 1 person, I'm on single player, so I can get it to respawn fairly quickly. So what we're saying is there is a chance that it's a berserker. I see. I've yet to play Conan Exiles for the first time, really. Haven't, but seen a few other people with 3 or 4 berserkers. So the berserkers do spawn. You can get berserkers. They haven't deleted berserkers from the game, but there are multiple berserker spawns within the Mounds of the Dead and, you know, in surrounding little mini NPC camps. So this is Mounds of the Dead up here. So you can get berserkers spawning in a lot of these different huts. He shares spawns with Delincia. He can just be roaming around or whatever. It's just that this particular spawn is gone. Well, it was always a guaranteed spawn. So it sounds like people have gotten a berserker, but on a very rare occasion from here. But there are still multiple berserkers you can get. It's just harder because they're not by themselves. You can also get them from stargazers, and there's a couple of little NPC camps like around this area where you can also get berserkers. Wherever there's like a fighter spawn, he's just like a named variant basically. Probably low percentage. Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I got the Neil at the tavern just as I was about to try and farm her. That is like, you've been blessed by Crom, who's laughing right now because he's like, ha 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 ha, I'm on a break permanently. 500 gold later, now have insanely. Oh, that's so cool, honestly. I'm so jealous. That's wonderful. Is there still Obelisk in the game? I think Obelisk exists because the Headhunter event cycles round regularly. I would expect it to be back at some point. So yeah, keep your Obelisk if you have it. I remember before the update I got Berserker in that Defari summoning pit area like two out of 5 times. The Defari summoning pit area. I don't know what you mean by that. You're talking about the summoning place? Chance at Delincia and Berserker neither guaranteed. Yes. There's also one that spawns at the jailer area and the pathing roaming fighter, as well as the bridges by the jailer bear at Mans. Yeah, yes, there is on Circle of... I call that the Circle of Death because it's just... I've died there so many times over the years. That's where we got our Delincia. But that is one of the Delincia spawns. So when I say he shares spawns with Delincia, I haven't even made it as far as Separio in this playthrough yet. Well, you enjoy yourself. I like this change. The removal... the kind of removal of the guaranteed spawn. Leonil is a rare find. Yes, definitely. Haven't gotten a Berserker, but BCE still guaranteed spawn is super easy. What is BCE? I can't make the connection in my brain right now. Sitting at like 10k health. Black Corsair Elite. BCE Black Corsair Elite. Went into the volcano today. Everything in there tried to take me out. Yes, last time I played it. Yes. Yes, everybody's insta aggro in the volcano these days. Yes, that's been around for a bit. Lone Berserker spawns at Mounds of the Dead. Lone Berserker, so the Lone Berserker specifically in the waters around Mounds of the Dead has been removed as a guaranteed spawn. We've been kind of asking right now in the chat if people have gotten him here, because every time I've been there it's been a tier 3 and lots of people have not seen him there, but some people saying in single player they have seen him, but just as a rare spawn. Yeah, Black Corsair Elite, yeah, I got there in the end. I would expect if you I mean, a lot of you will know this already, but if you ever find somebody who has a ridiculous amount of health, expect it to be patched at some point. So if you kind of level up an army of something thinking this is great, I'm sitting pretty, their stats will be adjusted at some point when they, so just be aware of that. Which is why I always like Delincia, Berserkers, Volcano Fighters, because they're consistently good. Just got tapped by Demonic Shellbot, the new model is just red Shellbot with semi-blue eyes. Yeah. You don't like it? Yeah. I've definitely fought one of those. You guys want a good fighter? Volcano's a good one, yeah. Like, Volcano Fighters are good, definitely. Used to live in Arizona. I love all the desert visuals. Yeah, you got him today in single player. Did you get him in the lone? Because he does exist, but did you get him in the lone spawn? That's the question. Yeah, Cursed Berserkers are still a thing on Siptah. Yes. Just had a trusty Sabertooth named Toofer. I could farm Wine Cellar, then get a Zerker and hit him on day 1. Well, I can't resist temptation. Yeah. Got 4 accursed Berserkers in a wheel now. Nice. Would prefer Funcom to stop fiddling, but I guess it's for PvP. I don't know, Shadow. I suspect because they're always trying to... If something appears to be too, like, obvious, like, this is what everybody does because... This is what everybody does because this is the best thing to do at the beginning of the game. And then people talk about it online because that's, what we do. that's our job, to talk about it online. And then, you know, everybody does it. I guess they see the numbers and they say, well, everybody just already goes to Man's the Dead to get a Berserker. The thing is, it is one of those risk and reward things, because you got to be reasonably good at fighting, and not on a server, by the way, because if there's any lag, heaven forbid, then I don't know, it's a bit like Valis the Loyal. I don't know, just trying to balance it. Yeah, I mean, they'll obviously have their own vision of what to expect in the game, and if things become, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is hard to see the logic sometimes, because the game gives you so much stuff early on. Now you can just go and take stuff rather than having to kind of progress the way we used to. I don't know. Berserker's tendency to take you out if you make one mistake. Absolutely, yeah. And I love the thrill of that. It's super fun. Didn't the Volcano Thralls get nerfed hard a while back? They got rebuffed, then I know where I'm going. The Volcano Thralls are very good. Very, very good, yes. In the old UE4 version, I had Sumerian Berserker named Sam, and I am, did you? Right. Should we get into it, people? So yes, I've shown you around the base and all that good stuff. So let's take to Lindsay. We're going to go down there to the west side of Noob River, to Skulker's End, into the Dreggs. So I am equipped with a Watcher's Blade. This is a legendary weapon just you get from chests. It's got a spiked weapon fitting on it that I looted from somewhere, which increases armor pen. I've got the Predatory Blade. So this is the Watch Blade. It is a bit of a problem because it flashbangs you. If you have any... There you go. You see what I mean? By the way... Can I just show my... There you go. Show my weapons on my hip. There you go. I've got the Predatory Blade, which I got from the Brute in the Unnamed City. I've got the Reaver's Axe, which we got from a chest in Scuttler's Shortcut. I ghosted so that I could access the box because the box is broken, and we voted in chat to see if I should do that or not and keep it. And people voted yes, because we earned it fair and square. We got a key and everything. But if you go into Scuttler's Shortcut at the moment, it is currently broken. You float above the floor and you can't access the box at all unless you go into ghost mode. So if you're in single player, you could do that, not on a server. We've got Bessie's bow, which takes your points from strength. It's a strength-based bow. It has power drawn. 26 damage, 9% armor pen, no mods on it at all. Ignore my Seth Truncheon because that's for knocking out thralls. There you go. And then Delencia has got Hajjah's Bane, which is a fantastic weapon for a thrall. 60 damage, 28% armor pen, and it has the Executioner ability, which means it takes the final 10% of an enemy's health on one hit. She's got loads of heals. She's got gruel because she's been chewing through these potions. Now, if you're going to go into the Dreggs, you want to make sure you take some arrows and a bow. Don't need to be good arrows, but you can use the arrows on the boss at the end. Can I get past everybody? Here we go. So let's see what arrows we've got. I've got some harvesting tools. I've got some Grey Lotus potions. So we're going to both drink one of these. This is going to buff our strength. I looted this from the chest behind the Bat Boss in the Unnamed City. Bear in mind, some of these potions, when you drink them, you get drunk. And if you keep drinking them, you will take damage and you might die unexpectedly. Don't ask me how I know that. Okay, we're going to right-click on the salted pork. That's going to give her another strength buff. You thralls can be triple buffed. If you feed them cooked pork, you just transfer it into their inventory and back out again. They'll take one by themselves and that'll give a 25% strength damage buff. If you feed them salted pork, they will get a 15% strength damage buff. And what else? Potions will give them 15% potion buff. There you go. So I now have a potion buff and a food buff for strength as well. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, let me get some arrows and let's get out of here, shall we, people? An axe is really good, or two-handed sword is really good for the Dreggs because there's a bunch of skeletons in there. You can do it at like level 30 if you're feeling spicy. Just put some heavy armor on. And there you go. Take a thrall, make sure they've got heavy armor, make sure they've got healing foods, that kind of thing. If you loot stuff like I've looted it, you can do it at any stage, whatever you want to do. So I got some arrows. I'm going to take all my arrows because I'm going to just pepper the boss with them while Delencia does her thing. There we go. Marvellous. I'm going to want to take any skeleton keys that I've got. I've got 6 from killing world bosses. And because there are 3 legendary chests at the end of the Dreggs dungeon. which we're going to loot. All right, I think we're ready. Where's my trusty steed? Come on, Doom Friendo. Otherwise, his meat shield. Go. Nice. Okay, we've got our tools and things. All right, let's go, people. Plenty with me, yes. So she's on attack all enemies. She's on like a short follow distance. There you go. So we're going to run to the end to the Dreggs and do our first dungeon. Let's go. 3 chests, yes. 2 next to each other, 1 on the other side. I'll run. All my attributes, yes. These are my current... So I'm currently level 46. These are my current attribute points. So I've got 2 perks in expertise, 2 perks in grit, and a little bit more. I'm going to put more into that. Probably up to at least the 3rd perk. 2 perks of vitality, 1st perk in agility, so I respond quicker out of dodges. And 2 perks in strength. This is kind of how I am. But for end game, usually I like to do max vitality, max agility, say 3 perks in grit, 1 perk in expertise, depending on how I get, what weapons I get, because there are some legendary agility weapons I really, really like, which Baltu's Razor, which is a 2-handed sword, Bector Corbin, which is a 2-handed hammer, both agility weapons. So if I get those, then I like to do max agility, and then I won't have any points in strength. But generally speaking, I'm going to have the 1st perk in agility and just keep putting points in strength until I have a reason otherwise. There you go. Good evening, Richard. How are you? So I've got heals on my hotbar. Yeah, I've got a torch. Okay, let's go, peeps. There are some world bosses inside the Dreggs dungeon. There's 2 world bosses in there, along with the final boss. So you will get a chance to get some keys if you do it. 2 keys. Okay, let's go. We're gonna get a better torch recipe in there as well, so I don't need to worry too much about multiple torches. What is my current gamma? 2.40. This is default. Yeah. Sky looks magnificent, doesn't it? I think it's alright. We'll try both. We'll see about raising gamma when we're inside the Dreggs. So we have to get through this NPC camp first. Did we click on the obelisk? I don't remember if I clicked on the obelisk. I feel like I did. I think I did. Yeah, I need to do my companion quest as well, friendos. Please do remind me. There's so much to do now. So, oh yes. Yeah, the headhunter caravans are gone. Okay. Hi there, friends. We do a lot of damage. I mean, this is a very early camp. Just like, I love that. Let me take this little situation. Okay. How is this? Is this flashing? Yeah, it's gonna sparkle. It's just a bit obnoxious, isn't it? There you go. Anything I want from in here? Not particularly. So I'm going to leave fatalities on because I kind of want to know if it's still bugged. Because there has been an issue for a long time with these fatalities inside dungeons. Does anyone know? Can anyone tell me? Have you had a problem with the fatalities in this update? The light armor that you get from these enemies buffs strength, which isn't a bad thing to get early game. But try and get in some heavy armor as soon as possible because you're going to live longer. Oh, he's still alive. No, I don't know. So hard to see. That was so confusing. It's so hard to see anything. Oh yeah, there's an emote here. Comb hair. There you go. Sorcerer here. Okay, we'll take his pack, we'll take his heals, boots, and his motorcycle. I'm going to open these leather satchels. These are a great source of hide bindings and truncheons early game. So if you don't want to kind of use the awful one that you can craft early game, this one is terrible. It's not worth using in my opinion. I don't need the Dead Sorcerer's map. All that does is guide us towards... wait, doesn't it? There you go. All it does is guide us to Shellback Hollow, which is here. Okay, which is where you learn sorcery. Okay, no spell page. Okay. The packs do give you spell pages, though. Hi. Could use my little predatory blades. Predatory blade does so much damage. But you gotta make sure you use light clicks only. I am consistently getting hit behind enemies in this update. I don't know if it's intentional or not. Look at that. I was so far away. I mean, I know that the collision is wild, but that was crazy. I did change my character's dimensions with top to custom, but we're talking about the booty and not really much else. So I don't know how, like, I don't know how I would be hit by an enemy like that. And I was already having collision issues before I used that. So I don't think it is that causing it. Ba-da-dum-bum. Okay, let's just make sure we got everybody. It's good to keep these horns. You need them for helmets. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Do. You not feel like drinking today? You're not drinking? So she's supposed to drink one of these potions on a 5-second cooldown when her health gets below 90% until she gets to 100% health because of the Better Thralls mod. Interesting. I don't think I think maybe her health wasn't below 90%. I don't know, people. Wow, I have never seen that fatality before. That was bonkers. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so there's always two people out here. Now, let me put her on attack nothing. Passive withdrawal, because we've got to unfriend somebody inside here. You've got to make a sacrifice to enter the Dreggs. So we want these two people to follow us in. This is the location of the Dreggs. D4. There you go, as demonstrated by the ghosts. Excuse me. Get off my lady. There you are, Cynthia. So, oh, she's gone into T-pose. Please don't go into T-pose. Or 50% T-pose. There you go, beautiful. Let's head down here. Go down the steps and you'll teleport in. Oh, 10% would be 300 that she was only... So yeah, she just wasn't missing 10%, I guess. Barbarian butt lift, that's funny. She wasn't below 90, that makes sense, yeah. Used to get hit by great hammer swings from behind when they were attacking my thralls. I'm 25% shorter by default and never get hit anymore. Yes, collision box is bugged currently. Okay. Yeah. First, half T-pros, yeah. So, here we go, the Dreggs. I think the Dreggs is, having seen a bunch of different places on the map, one of the most impressive upgrades, I reckon. We'll click on this. This is going to give us the Dredger recipe, which enables you to craft these glowing sticks. You need bone and glowing goop. Do I have my... Where's my camel friendo? Doom Friendo. There you go. Doom Friendo has my sickle, so we're going to use this to get some glowing goop. There are 2 world bosses in this dungeon. If you haven't done it for a long time, there weren't these bosses back in the day, but not super long ago. They added a Komodo boss, which is over there, which you can choose not to... You don't have to fight them at all if you don't want to. And further on through this dungeon, there's also a spider boss as well, which is from Siptah. One of the things I like about this dungeon is in this pond here at the bottom there's a box. Sometimes there's a potion of bestial memory in there. We're gonna dive down, or it can be a potion of natural learning. There you go. It is a yellow lotus potion which gives you stamina buff, natural learning buff, resets your feat points. We're gonna use a sickle to get some glowing goop, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. Okay, ascend is shift and spacebar if you're in a hurry. There you go. So you can see I got a bit of glowing goop. I'm on 2 times harvesting, by the way, in case you wonder. And then if I use a pick on this body, where's Doom? Hello? There, he's like, I'm still here. I'm just invisible. Okay. I guess I'm going to use my star metal pick. We looted this from... Oh, God. Was it from... Where was it? Was it from up by Stargazers? Yeah. So I'm going to use a pick on this corpse. We should get some bone and ichor. There you go. So now I have the ingredients to make the glowing stick. So I'm going to make 3 of these. The nice thing about these is they stay lit underwater, which is very handy. There you go. So I'm going to get rid of this. They also cool you down, so if you want to use a torch in the volcano, that's not a bad choice because these will heat you up. There you go. This is actually my first time using one. You can see that as I'm underwater, it does continue to be lit. So if you're running around with a friend at night time, following each other about through the jungle or something, for example, through the waterways and things like that, and you want to see where your friend is, that's what I really like them for, particularly. But yeah, there you go. Someone is coming to say that you can fight these guys and then just harvest them for ichor. They're a great source of that. I guess we'll get some. Let's get our trusty steed. We can swap our weapons. What am I getting? I'm going to use my hatchet to get ichor. Let's drop stuff we don't need. I'll keep the glowing goop. Okay. There you go. Ichor, flesh. So let's go fight the boss over here. And then we're going to be going through those doors that way. Through that door. Sometimes, so this game has events that kind of cycle around. There's the Sacred Hunt event, which is Jabal Sag themed, which is one of the bosses in the game. There is the Headhunter Caravan event, which gives you the ability to knock out sorcerers and trade them in for loot. There is also the Dark Dreggs event, which basically changes this dungeon into a harder version of itself. Everything is very dark and it's kind of creepy, and it's so if the Dreggs does not look like this when you come into it, or like I start going through and you go, it doesn't look the same, and you're not using a mod to change it, it's the Dark Dreggs event, and it's much tougher than this one. Just be aware. There you go. Everything else that happens on the map is called an encounter these days. So if you have like a swirling kind of like octopus tentacles or something in the sky, like if people are falling from the sky, things like that, or there's like some kind of thing outside the summoning place and you're like, that's not normally there, those are called encounters, and those things seem to be switched on at the all the time at the moment. So if you travel around, you might get randomly attacked by people. One thing I don't have is daggers. I'm gonna get hurt on this. There we go. So I'm gonna use my hammer. Sorry about the flashbang there. This guy's attacks are basically very similar to a crocodile. You gotta watch out for the tail whip. If you're fighting him solo, these pillars are really handy. There we go. So this is just a world boss. So you can use you can harvest him. You want to get your skeleton key from his corpse. Barrel flesh, skeleton key, yeah. I really wish they would change the size of that HUD. I don't know why it's so big. I don't know how to change it. I don't think there is a way. The only HUD UI adjustment I can make seems to change the size of my buffs. Okay. So we got a key from him because he's a world boss. And we're going to go in. I brought the axe because they're really good against skeletons. There's a bunch of skeletons in this place. Is this a fun game? I don't know if I should download and start. Yes, it is. Jesus, hello, how's it going? Got Luba, she's not terrible as a fighter as well, dungeons, maybe not. Yeah, she's fine. She's not, like, super exciting. Collected a few, but Siri refuses to spawn. Yeah, she can take a while. It's just RNG, you know. Win some, lose some kind of thing. Ran into that one at somebody place was not fun. Yeah, yep. There's a bunch of, like, cool random things. I like that they've added them, honestly. Is combat smooth and nice to do, or is it clunky and weird? It depends if you're born to play on a server currently. Currently on any server, the fighting is kind of teleporty and stuff. They need to work on that. But single player, I find it smooth and satisfying. Level up enough, plus you can clear corruption easy on the eyes too. Yeah, I mean, the dances are great. If you put them in heavy armor, give them a good weapon, buff them up, food buff, potion buff, you know, they're fine, really, especially if you are spec'd to do a lot of damage. Yes, there is deep lore, definitely. It can be a bit rough, a bit more rough at the moment, but on servers. On single player, the game is running very, very, very well for me, like beautifully. What's a good helmet to use that doesn't cover the hair? If you aren't running any mods, like Fashionist, which allows you to hide your helmet, or Tot Custom or whatever. By the way, I need to uninstall Fashionist because I'm using Tot now, and they can conflict with each other. You can just use a thaumaturgy bench from early on in the game, place a thaumaturgy bench, and you can transmog using that. So you can just make a pair of earrings or loot a pair of earrings from a dancer or something, and use the thing that you want the defense from. This is the source stats, and then there's an appearance slot. So you basically put, you know, earrings or something. That's the best way. If you're not on if you're on an official server or you're not running mods, that's the way to hide your helmet. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Otherwise, they pretty much all kind of cover your hair, I think. Only play single player as well. Yeah, single player is running like a dream, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people here who just absolutely love this game. So if you say, is this game good? People are going to go, yeah. Obviously, it's just had a big update, and there's a couple of teething problems with servers and things. So here we go. We're going to go into the Dreggs. Make sure you've got a bow and arrow. A torch and one-handed weapon is good. An axe is very good. I'm wearing heavy armor. I'm level like 46. Very, very good heavy armor that's looted. But otherwise, just craft heavy armor. Make sure you've got some good heals on your hotbar. Make sure your followers got heals, wearing heavy armor, and a good weapon as well. But you can do this like at level 30-ish, probably. Okay. Now, I'm not tracking the Dungeon Delver journey. Now, this is going to be a good test, because I always forget about this. There you go, yes. So I wasn't tracking this, but because the game has been updated, we can switch to this. Because the game has been updated, and now it ticks off things that you do, even if... Look at this. This one isn't even unlocked yet, and I've already ticked things off. I love that so much. This is marvellous, really. Because then you just get so many more kind of... rewards and things like that. So yeah, you don't have to be like kind of tracking that journey to actually get it. Let me show the journey on the screen. Show journey steps. There you go. Explore the Dreggs completely. Let me drag my arrows onto my bow, and then we've got these little buttons to press. You just want to look for these buttons. You want to raise water throughout the dungeon. The water will raise up. You can't climb. You just have to wait and ascend. Press spacebar. There you go. And you're going to be doing this throughout the dungeon, basically. There should be a box with a couple of arrows in it. You remove the box. Could you If you get stun locked like that, can I... Just don't panic, because if you run out of stamina and you try hitting, then that's how you die. They are quite tough, considering how much armor I've got on. But they will be stunned with an axe. There you go. It would have been dead then if I wasn't wearing, like, really good armor that I looted from enemies. Probably I would have died. Okay. Right, we're going to click on the door. Ba-dum. 1,000 hours later. Place I've never even seen. Look at this. It looks so much bigger, doesn't it? I think it's because in Unreal Engine 5 there isn't the fisheye effect, or as much the fisheye effect. You have a wide FOV. Okay, we're going to continue here. There's our next button press. This is a sewer, so expect to have your immune system challenged by this liquid. Okay. Wonderful sewage water. Okay, click on the door to open it. There are law books I'm not going to click on. I'm going to click on this one. There you go. We're going to go this way. As soon as the water rises up. Have we even been to the volcano? Volcano looks incredible in this update. Always was really beautiful. Then we're going to hit this button here. Okay, then we're going to go to the left. Now you can't climb, but you can jump over here. There we go. And then we're going to hit this one. Okay. Then we're going to go back to the middle, and we're going to go through here. Any tips for my first playthrough? Watch my streams and watch my videos on YouTube. That's my tip. Put down bedrolls. What's your best tip for a beginner, friendos? Like, what's your number one tip? We're gonna rise up here. So now we have this spider. So this is the second world boss that wasn't here. If you haven't played for a long time, this never used to be here. We're gonna use... Oi, oi, oi. Are we gonna use that? I'm gonna use my hammer, actually. Let's get Dalencia in here. This guy isn't too bad. You just need to kind of move forwards and backwards if you're fighting him solo and whatnot. Oh, did I just go in the acid? Is this acid? Yeah, it's acid. It doesn't look as obvious as it used to. Dalencia is like a champion fighter, so... I don't know how I feel about her voice. She shouldn't be affected by the acid, but the spider will poison her. There you go. So we get the Graceful Knight, which is a katana, which is probably the best, really early agility weapon you can get from the Exiled Lands anyway. I'm going to take the Grandmaster Repair Kit. I don't care about that so much. All of these carcasses you can just put in your fluid press and you'll get blood, hide and bones from it. Really useful thing to do. I'm not going to take any of the rest of it. We want to harvest him though because it's a world boss and he'll drop a skeleton key. And Ica is obviously... Ica and Demon Blood is good. Yeah, why is that box so big? It's annoying, isn't it, people? Let's give anything to Doom Friendo that we can do. I don't care so much about the bones. You're going to want Demon Blood for map rooms, especially with this update. There we go. So this is really nice. If you are somebody who wants to do an agility build, let me put this point somewhere. I'm going to go stamina, why not? We're going to want that for Siptah because we're going to do a lot of running away probably. If you want to use an agility build, this is your best bet for early game really. I don't really enjoy using the katana personally. Lots of people do. Enjoy yourself, friendos. There you go, but we're going to keep it. There you go. Okay, out we go. So that's both world bosses. Just there we go, back out here. So this is actually, I'm pleased with that it's not too dark in here. I was a bit concerned that these places were going to be really dark and you had to use a torch, which I just kind of, I'd prefer to enjoy the atmosphere that they've created. You know, we're on just like 2.2 gamma. Skeletons, I've mentioned this before, they have really, really good loot. Another skelly. Go. Super useful loot. We're going to go to the door right at the end there. We have to fight a few skellies first. We could just run past them if we wanted to, but...
I don't want to hurt you.
So, yeah, once they start attacking, they've got hyper armor. So if you're like, oh, why are they not reacting to me hitting them? Just got to hit them before they start hitting you. Because their weapons give them a hyper armor. Okay. Bum bum ba da da bum 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 bum. Just having a little look at what we got. Hey, onwards, friendos. I don't know if I'm going to have enough grit to climb. I might have to fly and show you the chain today, people, if you know what I'm talking about. There you go, a couple of arrows in case you needed some more, just so you could get to the end. This is just regular water, even though it kind of looks like acid. I feel like, yeah, they need to make the acid look more distinct from this, because you would be worried about jumping in this, wouldn't you? We're going to go up here to this section here, and then we're going to shoot that target there. Just looking around. Hey. Here we go. So that's struck. We're going to wait for the water to come up. And we're going to go up here. Siri has the best immune system in the world. She's fine. Okay. Just have to rise up at there. So we're nearly at the boss now. The boss is very, very attractive. Control yourself. You know what I mean? You're going to be falling in love immediately. Listen, you swine. Actually, she stunned me. Wait. Yes. So that's nice loot. I'm going to leave it though. Okay, you ready for this? Beauty. Oh, hello there. Hi. So she spits acid. Or, yes, acid? Yes. And she's in a vat of acid at the bottom as well, so don't go in there. Your thrall will go in there but won't get hurt. The collision is wild at the moment. I really look forward to them fixing that. So, bear in mind, you can stand down here if you want to. You can go up and shoot arrows and stuff, but she'll reset quite quickly. I'm saying she because the voice that you hear when you come in here is a female. I'm assuming it's a female. So if your best bet is really, you bring a shield to avoid the acid. If you've got really good armor and decent amount of health, you don't really need to worry too much about it. Your fighter is going to go and attack, even in the acid bath, and you're going to stay outside, and then when they jump out of the acid, you're going to attack them. So let's get Delincia involved. She's going to just dive in there.
Months. Wow, 41 months.
Just be ready.
When I first subbed and you were only 2 weeks sober. You've come so far and we're all so proud of you.
Fighting I am, my dear. You were only 2 weeks sober. Don't listen to a word he says. He's a lunatic. I don't even drink, but Fighting I has a special sense of humour. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, mate. Freaking lunatic. So there's the acid. We can take it. Since she's doing her job. I'm just gonna pepper her with with arrows. She'll probably try and launch herself at me when she jumps out. Her movement's a bit janky at the moment, actually. Something's not right there. Okay, also completed Archer. Now, this is an acid bath that will come back up on a timer, so don't dilly-dally. Make sure you harvest the corpse. You want the staff of the triumvirate. I'll show you what to do with that. There's a book here to learn the recipes of abysmal things, which I never use. We got some abysmal flesh. We can use that for taming creatures. Just look on the wiki to see what they do. Here we go. We got Musashi's Black Blade. There's 3 legendary chests. You need keys to open these. A Soul Spiel Shield. And the Impaler. Okay, let's get out the acid, and I'll show you how long it takes to come back up again. This is really cool. This is Abysmal Remnant. Did we always get the head? Is this new, people? What is that for? I don't remember getting that before. Did we always get that? Anyway, Soul Spiel Shield gives you a huge amount of cold protection. Like, huge amount of cold protection. The only reason I don't like using it or relying on it is because when you climb, which I can't do in here obviously because it's a dungeon, when you climb you don't have the benefit of the shield anymore. So there is a Mistborn shield which gives you heat protection, which you can use in the volcano, and then this is the Soul Spiel Shield, which gives you a huge amount of cold protection. So bear in mind that you might need some ice for the volcano or some spicy food for the cold places that you're going to, so that when you climb, if you need to climb, and there are places you will need to, that you don't die, or that you can actually go where you want to. There you go. Otherwise, this is a very cool shield, and I generally will put it on the wall somewhere. So there you go. We also got the Impaler, which I think we already have one of those, which has this gouging debuff, which works on the undead. It's a bit like Bleed, a bit of a stacking debuff, a bit like Bleed, which is really, really cool against undead friendos. Particularly good for like Unnamed City or anywhere there's like skeletons, things like that. I do prefer with skeletons though to use an axe, personally. Musashi's Black Blade, very, 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 very good katana, which I probably won't use, which will use your agility points for more damage. There you go. Let's get out of here. I guess we'll probably go to the Tower of Bats. But that's the whole dungeon. Oh, wait, I haven't shown you the chain. Let's see how much. This is always my interesting stamina test. Now, if I don't have enough stamina, I will fly up to the top just to show you what there is at the top. It has always been an incredibly disappointing kind of, what do you call it? Loot, I guess. Look at that stamina. I don't think we can do it, yeah. I'm going to have to just fly up. So you can use, I wonder if have they changed this recently? So that you need like climbing boots and gloves and stuff, people. Sun Mirror. Yeah. When they gave us a Dark Dreggs, the boss started dropping the head. I see. You got Glimmer Moon out the box, did you? That's so cool. Did not. Yeah, you can climb this. So a lot of people will use double jump to climb. There is a perk which is now in Grit, where jogging, sprinting, jumping, swimming, and climbing cost less stamina and are faster. It used to be in agility, but they've switched that with defensive posture. We'll end up probably with both of those if I do an agility build. So yes. Otherwise, you can use climbing boots and gloves, but I'm not going to make it. I can tell you now because I'm at 26%. So I'm going to show you, which some of you are going to hate, and I don't care. If you have something to say about it, you can just leave. Thank you very much. There you go. So I'm going to show you what happens when you get up here because it's kind of pointless. So you run up these stairs. Now, unless they've changed it, I hope they've changed it because the loot is like you find this kind of cool thing to do. You climb all the way up, you run up, and it's just absolutely awful loot. So let's see, shall we, if they've changed it. No. No. So you've just completed your first dungeon and you get a Dafari sword that does 13 damage. It does have a variable debuff that it applies to enemies. But like, you've finished a whole dungeon. I'll take the snacks, why not? And the wraps. But it's like, what? Well, no, I won't take the snacks because people complain, oh, she's cheated. And they're all the Dafari, like, it's so little damage. It's just pointless. There you go. So that's what you could have won, essentially. Congratulations. If you had enough stamina. Oh, I miss. Wait, we need to try again. Hold on. Come on now, people. We got to get in the bath. We got to get in the acid bath. Where's the thingy? Here it is. We got to get it. We don't land in the bath. What's the point? She's flying. Yes. Okay. It might be because has that always been there? There you go. Come on. What is... Listen. How come I'm missing it? Maybe we stand on the edge. Stand on the edge, perhaps. Here we go. Oh. Damn it. Is it, like, impossible to get in there? What is wrong with it? 6 out of 10. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I got it. Oh, first time. And we're out of creative mode. We are now normal once more. Anyway, there you go. That's the whole dungeon. Congratulations, everybody. So there you go. I mean, it's silly. Like, put something cool up there, right? Take away my Berserker spawn and Valis the Loyal, and you give me crap at the top of a dungeon thing. There you go. This, you can either run all the way back behind, out of the dungeon, or you could just click on this grate here. So Joker arc began. Yeah, that's it. Siri should be absolutely disfigured at this point. So let's go to the oh god. Sometimes I forget people. Sometimes I like look at it. It's so beautiful. I just go into like autopilot and I'm like, yeah, yap, done this before, telling you all about the game, etc, etc. And I forget. It looks so gorgeous. Siri's like, she's emotional right now. Look at her. Look at that. That is an emotional face. She's holding back tears. Oh. Definitely. Excellent. Right. We're going to learn an emote, and then we're going to go to the Tower of Bats, because we're going to take the Staff of the Triumvirate, which we looted from that boss, and we're going to activate it. Let's see if it works, shall we? Welcome everybody joining us. Exclamation mark ticket in Twitch chat if you want a chance to win the Blood and Sand DLC or the Riddle of Steel DLC. There you go. And it owes me at least 3 full damage chance. There you go. Scenery is so beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Hello Wizard. Hello. I was in creative mode. That's why the UI was... Oh, V. That's what it is. V hides the UI. Yep, because if you're in admin mode, you can do Alt-Z to hide your UI even when you are riding your mount. I don't know why we don't have that ability outside of that. So over here there's a dance. You just have to watch this guy. And this will be our first dance. Now, I'm expecting to forget this because we're all forgetting our dances, aren't we? Because I'm pretty sure we learnt the belly dance, didn't we, people? Which one is better, Blood and Sand or Riddle of Steel? I don't think I have either. Blood and Sand is much better than Riddle of Steel. Riddle of Steel is like statues and stuff and chairs and things and decorations. Blood and Sand gives you the arena build set and like armors and whatnot. It's good. But if you have all of them and you don't have Riddle of Steel, then you might want that one. There you go, in my opinion. And since the update, when you gain corruption, it turns you into a goth chick. Not that I'm complaining. It makes you like very pale purple. Very bright kind of pale purple. Like whitish purple, I guess. And then veiny. It's kind of crazy. Best I can tell, we lose all emotes if we die. Is it when you die? Is it? Yeah. Wish I could hide my UI when... Yeah, on the mount. It's the amount of times I've wanted a screenshot, but the UI ruins it. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know you could do it in admin mode, even. Were there any weapons with the Riddle of Steel DLC? I can only remember the silly helms. I only remember the what do you call it? Statues of Conan and stuff like that. I like that. Never look at the sun, really. I always have the sun on the screen. It's like beautiful. All right. So she's learned to dance, which she's probably going to forget because the game it's a new game, people. Brand new game, new IP and everything. Obviously. So we're going to go to the Tower of Bats. So we did the first Dungeon Delver situation. I'm going to get attacked now. Could you not attack me when I'm... Where is it? Here. So the next one is the Midnight Grove. Thank you, sir. Which we might do today. Should we do 2 dungeons in one day, friendos? Start singing Crowded House song in a minute. Let's see that. I'm going to drop the Abysmal Flesh because I don't care about it. Can I make a trophy out of the Abysmal Remnant Head? I don't know why anybody would, but can we do anything with it? Bum, 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 bum. So how many keys do I have? I got 5 keys left. Shall we visit our stomping ground? The cave at Skittering Cavern on our way to the Tower of Bats to see if we can get some cool legendaries. Shall we? You free a slave from the cave and he's in a T-pose, just save and reload. It should fit. Yeah, definitely. Save. Is there a way to save the game? Do 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 do. You want to get some feathers? You get the satisfaction of unfriending these annoying creatures. Then enjoy yourself. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this journey step thing from my HUD. Yeah, I think it takes up so much of the screen, and I wish I could like collapse it so it just said the name of the journey step without the description. Just like, you know, like maybe like Control J or something. That'd be kind of cool. Just to toggle it or something. I don't know. Obviously, if you hit J, it will bring up the whole journey step thing. So let's nip into my old friend Skittering Cavern. Do 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 do. Hi, friendos. Ba-da-dum. Do 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 do. Bum. Ba-da-dum. Do 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 do. This is one of my favourite places to get my first legendary weapon. This Skittering Cavern, which we've done a lot of robbing in and out of. Just ignore that hyena. He'll be fine. I remember... I still remember dying, jumping down from this waterfall on my first, like, official server that I ever played on. I was like, I can make that. I'll jump into some water, and I died from it. There you go. Because I'm trying to teach you good habits that I don't usually follow myself. I'm going to put down a bedroll before I go fight a boss. I really want to get some daggers from one of these legendary chests. Last time I got so many daggers on my previous playthrough, and I was trying to get other weapons, and now I've only got 1 set of daggers. This predatory blade is going to do so much to these spiders. Me and Delincia. Okay, so we're going to take the Staff of the Triumvirate to Tower of Bats. Let's use our glowing torch. Glowing goop torch. I don't know, how do I feel about the light from this? Should we compare? What do you think? Do you prefer this one, friendos? This one's kind of spooky. Okay. This one's cozier. What are we, level 48 now? Gonna head to the 3rd perk in Grit. These spiders have different HPs depending on the individual one. You can harvest them with a hatchet to get Ichor. You can use a sickle to get Gossamer. And we established last time we met that actually converting it into silk makes it way less. For ages, I thought that Gossamer weighed less than silk for some reason. But apparently it's the other way around. So there you go, I stand corrected. Please do correct me if I say something incorrect. I like the live fact-checking. So there's a boss over here. We're going to fight anybody else first. I like this place because there's a legendary chest at the back. We should go into Shaleback and see if there's a chest actually before we leave. Someone remind me. Who's... Okay, it's over here. There's the boss. Hi, friendo. So I'm going to raise my gamma. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's kind of stuck, isn't he? She's gonna... There you go. So quick. There's a bit of a bug. These creatures seem to spawn in right next to us at the moment. This is the Nemedian helmet. I've shown you it before, but it has a karmic ability. When you're wearing it, any item equipped in your hands, like a tool or weapon, as long as it is something that is repairable, so not legendaries because they're not repairable, and not unique items, not repairable, but anything else, if you have it, if you wear this, anything in your hands that is damaged, when you receive damage from an enemy, or poison or heat damage, cold damage, anything like that, it will repair those items for you because it has this karmic ability. I'm going to leave it because I've already got at least one, and we're at the point now where we've got a full set of good armor, so I don't need it really. There you go. Skeleton key is what we're after. Echo's good. There you go. It also has like 143 armor value, which is a really useful early game bit of armor. It doesn't look very cool though. So if you have fashionist mod to hide your helmet, or tot custom, or if you make a thaumaturgy bench and you can kind of transmog your helmet to like earrings, which is what most people do on servers without mods. Okay, so we go to the back of the cave, and here's the legendary chest. I could do with some daggers. Now, it's all about katanas today, isn't it? How many freaking katanas have I got? So we got a katana from somebody in the unnamed city, from one of the relic hunters. Yeah. I got, what is it? Have I got 3 katanas today? Yeah, we've got Graceful Knight as well. Let's just kind of order this stuff. I think I'll drop one of these katanas. I know that's sacrilege. I realise that. Okay, how's my weight doing? 50%. Alright. To the Tower of Bats, friendos. So you can put those, any weapons that you don't particularly want to use, you can put them in the dismantling bench. If you level up the dismantler journey, and get the better dismantling bench, you'll get better return on your kind of like dismantles or whatever. Yeah. Otherwise you can just give them to other people, trade them with other people, things like that. I tend to just kind of leave stuff if I don't want it, because it just takes up space, and I like to unfriend a lot of world bosses, so I don't want to have just too many weapons. Yeah. So I'm going to put my gamma back to 2.2, which is the default. Nice. And now we're going to go to the Tower Bats. Let's go this way. We got Doom Friendo with us, yeah. He's on a long follow distance. So, oh, we're also going to go, let's go to the back of Shellback and see if the legendary chest has spawned in. Sometimes it can do. Hello, Rickshaw, hello. Seeing the new update, started playing again. I see you have a camel. Have they added more animals? Not in this update, no. You can get a rhino mount if you play Siptah, if you have Siptah. But no, they haven't added more kind of creatures. But yes. I usually mark it on the map, but at the den, there's a guy called Ulrich Master Tamer. If anybody wants to get a camel mount. Hello, Tallest, my dear, how are you? Long time no see, saw the update and re-downloaded the game, have yet to dive back in. I'm excited for you, Ryan. It's just breathtaking, honestly. I could not play with Anna. I would have to be picking up everything she's got. I think you are in good company. I think there's a lot of loot goblins who's like, oh my god, I can't believe you leave all this stuff. Totally acceptable. Always a good idea to keep Doom at decent distance, no telling when its next flatulence fiesta fires off. Great alliteration and also factual, Schreiber. Honestly, you just never know with Doom what he's going to do. It's a problem. So, yeah, I mean, largely it's because, I mean, you know, because I've said it before. If I was on a server, you know, because I have started a new official server playthrough. If I'm on a server or something like that, I will keep a bunch of stuff, but in single player, on stream and all that stuff, I'm really just trying to keep things like running streamlined and everything, and I just don't want too many things in my inventory. So I tend to just leave stuff on the ground, really. Otherwise I pretty much hoard everything on servers. Yeah. Oh, the sunshine. Ah, it's so nice, isn't it? Oh, Shellback Hollow next. No, don't let me forget. As much as I love the camel, I wish they tweaked mounts a bit. Rhino feels pretty useless. Yeah, elephant. Oh, elephant as well. Yeah, yeah. You can buy a baby camel to raise up for 10 gold from a guy outside the... Yes. Ulrich Master Tamer. You can see how clear... You can see how clear your big improvement of graphics. Yeah, graphics is night and day. I get it. It's probably more healthy for like not to hoard. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I'm glad they have at least added XP for facilities, because for me, I never really bothered with them. Yes. Yeah, we didn't get... So we did... I'm just thinking now. We didn't get a bug with fatalities outside the Dreggs, but there's no fatalities on skeletons. So I'm going to want to see... if we get it in dungeons, because there used to be a problem with it in dungeons. I think they've done a good job fixing the crocodiles. What do you guys think? They're no longer kind of tracking in such an absurd way like they were before, which is good. Like to see that. I mean, they still feel dangerous, but you kind of stay in the middle and try to go towards the tail constantly. Right, so we're going to go into Shellback Hollow. This is where you learn sorcery. We've already done that, but at the back of the cave there can be a legendary chest. I honestly had no idea. I feel like somebody may have said it to me before, but the only time I've ever noticed it was the last time we went into this cave. But here it is anyway. This is the Cave of Karak. The entrance of this is Shellback Hollow. If you're on Siptah, if you want to know, you don't want to know, look away, but this is where the Cave of Karak is on Siptah. Okay. Usually I don't fight these guys. Apart from XP, there's no real benefit. And as we go into this cave, we're going to get corrupted. So I usually like to just run past everybody. See, we're gaining corruption for being in here. So I like to run in as quick as possible. On day one, I always like to go to the boxes and get loot the chests, because they drop... the chests have really good tools, early game tools. So it's absolutely worth running in here. And back out again. This is the book you click on. This grants you a Tome of Karak. If you haven't already got one, it'll give you an arcane staff. It doesn't give you a second, but you can craft one in your thaumaturgy bench. You can also... Somebody said you can't... They nerfed your ability to make a... what's the word? An ice bridge across there, right? Somebody will confirm. So we're just here to see if there's a chest. Back here, legendary chest. Yes. No, just a regular chest. Okay, this is just the regular chest. Sorry, I got excited for a second. So is it here that it usually is if it spawns in? Is it that one, friendos? I assume it is. Because I had never seen it before. That's one we opened. See, there's like sickle. Elixir of Might is really good. Grey Lotus, both strength buffing. And the sickle is like so important and just such a big like upgrade, rather than clicking another Elixir of Might. Rather than clicking on bushes endlessly. So good. See, hatchet. We could just trade our hatchet for a new one. This is all good stuff. Advanced reinforcement kit is great. Affected. I'll take the poniards actually. We need poniards. Take the steel daggers, leave the cannoli. We'll take the cash. We can use that to buy hire people, my mistake. And our tavern bar. Excellent. You can also use gold to summon purges as well. We'll do all the things people in this playthrough, including purges at some point. So we need to get out of here because we're getting corruption. Let's go, people. Am I going to get knocked off here at the top? Is the main question in my life right now. Will I be like thrown back into the water. Hey, professional gamer. You can still do the ice bridge. You did it yesterday. It's still working. Okay. So if you have the arcane staff, you can use an ice bridge to get across there. I never do. I just jump in the water. But, you know. Go back. I took one. Did it take one of my keys? Did it, Scott? Go back. I see. I see. So it's a crappy box, but it uses a key if you have it. Took one, it said key. I see. I didn't notice. Thank you for telling me. It does give you a staff renewal in the book. Yes, it does. We've already learnt it though, Bidu. I was just showing people. It doesn't give you one the next time that you do it. You just have to craft one. Yeah, these guys follow you for a while now. So we're heading to the Tower of Bats, which is right over there. Big guy. I always forget exactly where it is, so I'm really glad that we've just run into it. And the Tower of Bats will... Yeah, they will, yeah. Yeah. They've definitely changed tethering. In some ways, I'm kind of pleased about that, because it can get a bit annoying, can't it? How much aloe do I have? Yeah, I got decent aloe. Let's take our Staff of the Triumvirate. So, I shouldn't be gaining. Okay, so it just stays like that. Interesting. So you get two symbols bottom right. If one of them, if you're gaining corruption, the other one represents if you have like, if you've gotten to the stage where you've got light corruption, I suppose. And then if you have medium corruption, it takes even more of your health and stamina. Cool. This is what I like. We're going to get a Leonil on this playthrough, people. Whatever happens. Because I just want a dancer. Now, I do have an Oyvind Talltree. But you know he's not my taste, okay? So, yeah, maybe we're going to go raw Leonil today at some point after this. Gives you crap and it takes a key. That's so sad, isn't it, people? Yes. If I had done the boss fight a couple of times and I had a spare key... and I'd, like, really, like, struggled for that... if you did the Twitch drop ages ago, you can convert this bunny. Where is it? Rabbit. This one here. So yes, with that, if you make savoury fodder, you can have a white bunny pet in your base. You can place it down. It'll go away and you'll lose it. It'll disappear. But it was a Twitch drop ages ago. It was kind of a funny idea. You can pick them up, but if you don't have the Twitch drop, you won't be able to craft the fodder. I think that's what it is. And you won't have the recipe in your inventory. So this is the Tower of Bats. We're going to climb up. This was always an old journey step. Just to climb it. And it was quite good to teach you that you needed more stamina, really. Do you think, people? It was like a good way of like going, oh, I need some more stamina in this game because I need it to climb. Because before you know your way around the map, I think I certainly always used to try to travel as the crow flew. So I was always climbing over like rocks because I didn't know my way. And I just needed a bunch of stamina. But it actually really helps you in combat. There's an NPC camp over there. We're going to ignore that. We're going to climb here. So you just want to look for like stamina points, stamina regeneration points. I might not do this very well. I don't know, people. Delincia just killing things left, right, and centre. Buttons, Zalbar's daggers, Zabars, yeah, on rare occasions from Correct's cave, legendary chest. Only once it's the update, but yeah, it's usually junk. It's awful, honestly. This is a good place to get iron here on the map. This location. I might mark this, actually. I wish I could click where my character model is. Yeah, this is a good place to come get iron. Another place to go get iron is Ironbreaker Ridge, which is here. This is Sepamuru over here, and all around this bit here, there's loads of iron. There you go, we discover the Tower of Bats. Bum. So I think we're going to have to go there. I haven't done this for a minute. Go out my way to get climbing gear and scout right to keep £4 dish swap for climbing. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah. I have a bearer's pack. I repaired it with the repair kit, and then I put a weight reduction kit on it. So if I need to reduce my weight, I can do in a pinch. South of Submarine is another place loaded with iron and coal. Yes, that's true. That's true. Loads of iron in the north. Absolutely, loads in the north. Particularly, that's a good point actually. I'm just talking about like early game. Oh, it's so beautiful. Just about early game, but yes, absolutely. All around the Highlands, there's loads of iron, just kind of around ridges and stuff like that. The best place to get a huge amount of iron and stone in one go is God's Call Passage, which is over here. So this is not too cold. You can survive this. You just come up here. You can actually climb up here from above the den or near the den or whatever. And then here is God's Claw Passage. Huge amount of iron and stone just in this area. Bunch of trees and stuff. Really good place to like loot a load of stuff. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm not taking screenshots, so you might think that I am, but you're delusional and tired? Possibly tired. Just, yeah. Okay. So, there's a lore stone to click on. Oh, there's the E. There's the book. This is where I die. The bridge collapsed shortly after I arrived here, and there's no way down except for the short way. However, it's better than starving to death. It's the height of irony that I came here foraging for birds' eggs to stave off the starvation. Here we go. Let's go up here. Hi there. You gotta fight this guy and take his blood.
Squirrel.
Yes.
Don't want to hurt you, but I will.
He's not super hard. It's like an early game thing to do. He will mess you up though if you do it solo and you don't wake up. Pay attention or whatever. So let's harvest him for some demon blood. There you go, albino demon blood. I think you can only get one bit when you unfriend him, regardless of what tool or harvesting stuff you've got. There you go, albino black demon blood. Take it up here. You can you still build up? Yeah, you can. You can place the thingy, can't you? I have a hammer. Well, I'll show you anyway. So then you come to this altar. You click on it. You put the staff of the triumvirate in it. Oh, so swirly and interesting. Can I how do I... I'm not taking screenshots. You're just hallucinating. Seriously. Too much gamma, isn't it? Alright, that'll do with the not taking screenshots thing. About, like, just... a minute. That's not very good. Alright, we'll do this later. Excellent. So then you put the bat demon blood in there. And a boom. There you go. I've got crafting speed on super quick. Bear that in mind. So now I can take the awakened... This is the awakened staff of the triumvirate. Put it in your hotbar. And then... So you can't put it anywhere up... I feel like you used to be able to put it up here. You can switch on build everywhere though, which is probably what I'm going to do. Settings, server, building. Oh wait, I got to do admin mode first. I just like doing it up here. We'll turn off build everywhere as well. Building, build anywhere. There you go. Let's pop it here. Oh, it looks very cool actually. This is my first time seeing it in this update. It's like a snake or something. Super cool. Okay, then you speak to it. Make sure your voices are switched on.
Yes, yes! I live again! Oh, May the earth tremble at my coming, and all of that. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Ah, well, I have you to thank for awakening me, yes?
Yes.
Oh, you've done a very great thing. My former masters were, upset with my advice. I was thrown into that sewer in a fit of pique. Apparently, my endless wisdom was only at a premium when they were winning the war.
Everybody says it sounds like Eric Idle, yeah.
Pardon me. I've been trapped in a vat of slug feces for a few thousand years. Makes the throat a little more. As if I have a throat. Now, on to the terms of our agreement. Now, I promise to serve you, providing wisdom and knowledge until the day I'm returned to the one who summoned me. And in return, you promise not to throw me into any sewers. Sound good? Excellent.
Yes.
Now, let's find out exactly where and when we are. Now, I can see you're wearing a slave bracelet, which means we can't be that far from the capital, or you'd be a pile of exploded guts. So logically, we must find the map room. Now, I need to get the lay of the land.
Okay.
Oh, look at this place. I haven't seen such a mess since the fall of Fallujah. And look, the archivist. Oh, sorry-looking shade that he is. He can probably tell us something about the current situation. Besides, he used to be thick as thieves with my old master. Together, they created that bracelet you're wearing. He might be able to tell you how to get rid of it. Just don't believe anything he says about me. Oh, look
There
at
you
this
go.
place.
Let's
I
get
haven't seen
this
such a
back.
mess.
Oh, jeez Louise, that was loud. Right, let me change building everywhere back. So I haven't done that for a while. Let me make myself back to normal. I haven't done that for a while, and I believe I'm supposed to go to the to the archivist next. I've never. It never used to work, the staff. I mean, it would say all that stuff, and I never knew what to do next, really. It's really good, isn't it? It is definitely the best voice acting in the game, I agree. Staff does talk to you, yes. It annoys me. It annoys me when I get to the volcano and it's yapping, yeah. I never really talked to that stuff, very interesting, yeah. Like Monty Python. It's so cool. Voice actor for the archivist is the same old guy as Arius in Age of Conan, is it? This stuff is the AI gun from Cyberpunk, but Conan style. Finger Fang is on the map. Somebody was asking about Finger Fang. Oh, about getting the gloves and stuff. Yes, Finger Fang is that. Can we see it? It's where Rockslide is. This is such a great place to look around, though, isn't it, people? Where is the Finger Fang rock? It's like here, Finger Fang. I not see it from here. I feel like the Siri's voice and Lindsay's voice sound a bit weird in this playthrough. I don't know what's going on. They sound a bit high pitched. Maybe I need to check. Maybe it's top custom. Maybe I need to change it. It's like over there. Can I just not see it? I think it's like here-ish, isn't it? Finger Fang. Yeah. Right. So, shall we go to the unnamed city and see if the staff will talk to us again? Because I've never taken it with me. We are very close to it. So you can use your staff to go across this bridge thing. Her voice is really high-pitched.
Slave. In the beginning, it was thus. The blackness of an utter void, with the cold winds of cosmic space blowing through it. We have not forgotten our origin, slave, nor the immensity of the void. Nightly, the star dreamers search the heavens for their wisdom, and at midnight, A moonbeam messenger carries the whispered dreaming back to the Warmaker, the Archivist, and the Priest King. Thus is our future read from the heavens and engraved on this earth. Your service here will bring you much honor.
There we go. I should click on the lore stones more often, because they do really add so much atmosphere, don't they? I just got out of the habit of it. I think it's like if you play with people, like other people, and you're like chatting and stuff, it just kind of goes on for a bit long, unfortunately. But I think if you're playing solo, you really should like click on the lore stones. Oh, your voice, yeah. You also noticed male character's voice went high when using top. Yes, because I noticed that Delincia first sounded a bit weird. So it might be that it sets you to a kind of default and that you just have to like tweak it or something. Yeah. Never knew it was supposed to speak into... But yeah, people have said to me that it, like, if you go to the Archivist, it'll say stuff. So I'm just going to take it with me and see what happens. Staff is notoriously bad for knowing where it is. Yeah, that's it. Got another one of my thralls killed yesterday. Did you? How did they die? Is anybody losing thralls with living settlements? I think we definitely had. Well, one thing I've noticed in this update, even if I lock the doors to the house and the gates and everything, I still keep seeing my followers outside, my crafters wandering around outside. So there's definitely things not working, and I can only imagine that people are dying, you know, through that kind of function. So we're going to the Archivist, which is over here. The archives. Dun, 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 do, 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 do. Dun, dun, dun. I just want to see if the staff talks to me again. You can't... The thing is, you can't place it in places like the archives, because there's no building in the unnamed city. Unless you, like, turn on build everywhere, like I did up on the Tower of Bats. You can just place it in your house, by the way, and leave it there. It's kind of cool. Every time you click on it, it says, "Hark, look at this place. Haven't seen such a mess since the fall of Valusia." Which is kind of funny. Let's see if we can get some more Silent Legion armor from these guys. We might rorb in the silver mine a bit. Because that was quite an easy rorb, wasn't it? Can I climb here? Texture looks... weird, blurry. We are gaining corruption here. So we will get a Heart of a Hero from the mini-boss, though. I hate the fact that they're able to attack me, even though they're like, you know, being slapped. I don't know, friendos. Oh, let me put my Sumerian helmet back on so I have more armor. Here's the boss. Hey, you gonna give me some armor? Ooh, she flipped. Oh, I got another chest piece. So, I've got a chest piece. Do you have a chest piece? She does have a chest piece. I guess we'll keep that. We'll put it on Doom Friendo. He's like oblivious, that guy. It's hilarious. Do 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 bum ba-dum. Do you know what we should do? Let's fight the Red Mother, because we didn't fight the Red Mother yesterday, and I've come back and I've got daggers. So let's do it, and I'll solo her, because it's fun. Bizarre DLC. YouTube giving me an effort. So really, that's outrageous. Relic Hunter tools. As the snake strikes, so do I. Yep. Yeah, let's fight the Red Mother on our way. I will also fight the Green Dragon, because we didn't fight the Green Dragon yet. Which I don't usually fight, because it doesn't have any... What's the word? It doesn't have a loot table. It just drops like a hardened steel weapon and like bits and bobs. It doesn't drop any armor or legendary weapons at all. It's going to get my best Delincia in here. But you do get the Green Dragon head as a drop if you want to collect you know, and display these things. And there is a fragment of power that can spawn behind it as well. But I never ever fight the green dragon. And maybe like once in a playthrough. Yeah, the fragment isn't there, but it spawns right there. Otherwise. Okay. Sick 'em. I would use this, but it'll flashbang. Just gonna... Where's my hammer? Gotta watch out for the tail whip. I'm just gonna try. Oh, she's in the ground. Now, this is one of the only places where, to me, it kind of makes sense because she's stuck in sand. You know what I mean? This one does not breathe fire, but the red one does. It does this, like, head boop thing. Oh, it hurt me then. I didn't even know why it hurt me. This is another thing, like, given that server kind of lag is so wild at the moment, and the fact, like, that added to the fact that the collision is weird when you fight stuff. People must be dying left, right, and center, honestly. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I might need to top up her heels, actually. Excuse me. Can I give you... Oh, she's still got heels. Excuse me. Trying to interact with my lady. Dunsia, could you... No, she's in stone here. So I can't excuse that. Alright. And we'll miss this nice guy. What are you doing in textures? Come over here. Come on, everybody. Everybody over here. Everybody over here. Do bring a two. Out the ground. Out the ground. You two. Come on now. Valencia Snow Hunter. Get out of those textures immediately, please. Certainly I should have had iframes there. Ah, nice of you to join us. It's going to be an interesting fight with the Red Mother now, actually. Given how the collision is a bit weird. Get the job done. I suspect she's out of healing potions now. Jeez Louise. Nice. Got there in the end. Yeah, she's out of healing potions. So are we still buffed? Still buffed. So let's do a bit of top up. So I really just want like 3 stacks of the heal potions on her. If you're the kind of person that wants to keep all the trophies so you can display everything you've ever killed on your walls. You're probably going to hate watching me play because I just dropped so many things on the ground. I mean, after so many hours of playing, I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. I don't need to see that kind of thing. I do apologize if you get upset by that. I mean, yeah, I do and I don't care. Hey, here we go. Just give her full stack of gruel, 3 weak aloe stacks. Let's do a bit of quick stack situations. Let's get our... I'll show you what you get from this creature. I mean, the perfected heavy padding is useful. The short sword is great if you need to use a one-handed weapon, you're running an agility build, and you want to use a torch at nighttime or in a dark place, then it's absolutely worth taking. Let's go. So I'm now going to fight the Red Mother Dragon. And then we're just going to go to the archives. I'm not doing the whole Unnamed City right now. We'll take the leather, though. I mean, I think we'll leave the leather. We'll take the dragon bones, though, because we're going to want those for crafting dragon armor. Yeah, we've got a little bit of an issue here. Collision. Every now and again, I just like to take everything out of my camel's inventory so I can make sure that everything is just, like, weight-related when it's in there. Okay, let's go, people. You can harvest the baby dragons as well for leather. I hate the short sword moveset. Me too, Reynolds. I feel like I'm the only... I thought I was the only one that didn't like it. It is useful to have a one-handed weapon with an agility build, but I wish we had more choices. You know? Lindsay is still a beast. She is, yes. Red Mother's such a pain in the ass to hit with daggers. That's how I usually fight her. Lindsay's so hard to get out those choices right now, young lady, before we tell your father. That's it. Yeah. So there's a bunch of different bosses in this place. I've talked about this before, but we're just going to fight the Red Mother because we didn't do it the other day. And I wanted to do it solo, and I didn't have any daggers on me. There she is. So I guess I'm probably going to eat the heart of a hero now, even though we are going to get more corrupted. And then we'll just fight another mini-boss or something on our way out. So we can clear our corruption again. But we're going to go to the archives once we've fought her. We're going to leave Delencia and Doombringer here. You can kite the boss out to this particular location. So that you don't take corruption when you're fighting. I just find it way less janky over there. Because otherwise you get, like... it's just harder to, like, hit her consistently and everything. Short sword is my favourite weapon, yeah. It's the most responsive one. Loads of people love it. I just don't enjoy the moveset or whatever. Roll into the fire. Under the chest. Okay. See how we do. Wait for stamina back. Ready. Okay, 3 whips just like a crocodile. Gotta go for the side really, because the chest we end up in her collision. Just trying to get a stack of 20 and keep it there. Not hitting him. Fire breath attack. My character is max height. Oh god, I still don't think I've ever seen inside the dragon in such a way before. We keep losing our stack because of the collision into the chest. We're up stack of 20. Can't even see it most of the time. I wish I could see the tick damage. Stamina gone. First time running out. Got our stamina up. I wonder if they've... I don't know, I feel like my stamina is regenerating pretty nicely.
Pulis just subscribed for 8 months.
Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I'm not talking. Just focusing. This is where my focus goes, because... Oh yeah, there you go. First hit. Whew. There you go. Now, if these would have been legendary daggers, I would have been in a 0 hit, I would say, because, sorry I wasn't talking, but I get into focus. Yeah, if we didn't have, if we had legendary daggers, that would have been, like, no hit at all, but because she would have died sooner, and once I start getting tired, I start losing focus a bit. I could feel it. There you go. We got the lifeblood spear, which is, what do you call it? A pike, a spear, or whatever, strength based. It gives you health regen. I don't think it's like super helpful anymore. At one point it was really powerful. There you go. You can see though why I do it solo, because it's kind of like it's like fighting the arena champion. It's sort of my fun kind of favorite things to do in the game, really. And I kind of don't talk because it's sometimes so I keep focus and stuff. There you go. So let's hopefully see if our friendo is back. Let me equip my bearer pack until we get back to our horse and situations. Camel. Go. Converting to single pixel does things to the system. Let me get our friendos following us again. And then let's put these perfected heavy paddings away, because these are one of the things I will always pick up and loot. There you go, red mother down. Anyway, I'll take my helmet back actually. I'll equip that. I need to drink some water, I need some food. There we go. Alright, so let's go to the archives. We'll unfriend a mini-boss as well. I think we'll fight this mini boss here. Just we can get a heart of a hero just to clear our corruption after we leave the thing. Is it dead? Worst timed ad break ever. They're just on a timer. I didn't hit the button or anything. Yeah, I killed the boss. Yep. Pulled over by the cops when I had a trailer full of donkeys. Apparently the cop said I was hauling ass. You're already out the corner, so I can't send you there, but somebody confiscate the cookies, please. Prepping for my first purge, are you? Don't know how difficult they are. If you use one gold coin, summon level 1 purge, then it's nice and easy. Even with just like a bow, heavy armor, you could just like defeat everybody by yourself. Bear in mind, the more defenses you have, the higher the purge kind of scales up in difficulty, and then the higher level of purge that you summon, the more difficult it gets. Just bear that in mind. So I'd like to get the heart of a hero, but I'd also like to get some pieces of Silent Legion armor from this person. Oh, pokey people. We hate the pokey people and the katana people these days. There we go. Heart of the hero for clearing corruption. We'll take the Grandmaster repair kit, since he has made short work of these people. I will take your coins, why not? Thank you. Coins in these boxes back here as well. Okay, so we're gaining corruption over here, but we've got a Heart of a Hero now. So we'll go into the archives, and then after we've been in there, we'll eat the Heart of a Hero to lose our corruption. Kind of never ended up doing them, yeah. They are fun, the purges. I do miss the old purges, though, I have to say. I wish they'd give us a choice of doing either. I'll drink a bit of water. Squeaky, you want to go out the room? Do you want to go out the room? Poor Squeakerfin. 1 second. Okay, Squeaky has been freed. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Changing laundry over. Biggest issue with purges used to be the frame rate. Oh, it looks so cool, doesn't it? Seems kind of strange holding a torch in this light, but... Okay, so let's go to the Archivist. Where's Doom, friendo? Come on, buddy. He might have sprained his ankle or something, people. I'm not sure what's happened. Game looks really nice. It's so beautiful, honestly. It looks so great. Lovely. Do 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 do. Yeah, look at this is one of my favourite things about this update. Look at the way the corruption looks. It looks so evil and kind of creepy. So cool. Like diseased and stuff. It's awesome. They did such a great job. Do 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 do. I gotta remember to like smell the coffee every now and again, you know, like smell the roses or whatever, because this is the problem with camels. Now I'm stuck inside my camel's like hitbox. There we go. Doombringer will not have it. Love me an axe. Let's go. I'm just gonna... Should we just run? Come on, Doom friendo. Poor fella. They were attacking me. That's how he speaks. I'm not using a UI mod at all. This is all vanilla. The only thing I've got that's different, I've got better thralls running, and I've got fashionist running as mods. No UI mod currently. This is the new UI updated in this version. You can get archers. Yeah. Do 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 do. So here we go. This is the archives. We went in here before to learn cartographer, which is how you learn map rooms. But I just want to see if the archivist is going to say anything, or if the staff is going to say anything. Because I feel like he's supposed to say stuff. Now, I'd already been in here as well, so... Ah, yes!
I haven't seen such a mess since the fall of Fallujah. And look, the Archivist!
Yes!
Oh, sorry-looking shade that he is. He can probably tell us something about the current situation. Besides, he used to be thick as thieves with my old master. Together, they created that bracelet you're wearing. He might be able to tell you how to get rid of it. Just don't believe anything he says about me.
He did it! He spoke in here, automatically. So he does that in the volcano. It's kind of cool. How do you get the numbers? Settings, UI. And just make sure you switch these things on. Subtitles, nameplates, HUD dots, HUD buffs, compass. Buff scale, you can increase and decrease. Health bar values, numbers. Stamina bar values, survival stat details, yada yada yada. One thing I wish they'd just add in here, please, Funcom/Inflection. Could we have float damage numbers just in the game? Just like give it to us as a toggle, you know? I would love that so much. So yeah, he did speak. So let's speak to the Archivist and see what he says. I never do this.
Do not be afraid, bonded one. I am just a shadow. A whisper of what once was. Before the fall, when this kingdom raised knighted pillars of black stone to the sky, I was called the Archivist.
Talk.
Have you come to seek a way free of the bonding bracelet, human? There is only one chance, and a very slim one at that. You must assemble the items of power that were present at its creation. The diadem of the giant kings, the mask of the witch queen, the tears of two races, the star of the champion, the heart of the sands, the shining trapezohedron, and the serpent ring of Set. I fear I set you an impossible quest, human.
diadem of the Giant Kings was once worn upon the brow of the Priest King. He fell in battle with Tyros, the Deathbringer, in the battlefields of the north. More than that, I cannot say. The Priest King was the most passionate and most volatile among us. I fear his downfall will not have been a simple matter. The Witch Queen of Lemuria was our great enemy in the dying days of our race. Her people came to us as refugees, but even as they took our succor, they plotted our downfall. She was present at the creation of the bracelet, lending her power to ours. Her fate is unknown to me, but she always ruled from her city in the swamp to the east. The tears of two races were simple to obtain when we performed the ritual. We simply took our tears and combined them. But who is left to weep for both races? Although tales persist of Tyros the Deathbringer, he was born of both races. Our blood mingled with theirs. Perhaps his tears could be enough to fulfill the requirement. Obtaining them would be quite a feat.
I would love to know if we're going to take damage from this sandstorm inside here.
The star of the champion lies buried beneath the sands of the arena in the east. I remember well the day that Tyros killed the mighty dragon. He placed the star on its brow. As far as I know, then it remains. The heart of the sands, or simply the Scourge Stone, was an artifact of power. The Priest King used it to create a weapon, the Sandstorm, that he swore would be our salvation. He gave it to the warden to unleash upon our enemies. As far as I know, it was destroyed in the attempt. As more insight. The Serpent Ring of Set was our most powerful artifact. It was kept in a tomb beneath his city. Then one day, a human came. He had all the words and signs of power. He passed through every ward and trap we had put in place. He took the Serpent Ring of Set, and he left. If you wonder why you wear the bracelet, wonder. Must have been this man who called himself Tohamon. Dedicate yourself to recovering the other artifacts. You will not recover the Serpent's Ring of Set as long as you are trapped in this empire. Perhaps it will be enough. When you have the artifacts, you must place them on the receptacle north of here. Once you have filled this vessel with the artifacts of power, it will create a keystone. To remove your bracelet, all that is required is to touch it with the keystone. And then, mortal, you will be free. But freedom will mean giving up all that these lands have come to offer you. So choose wisely. How did I die? I was betrayed by your kind, in a place called the Circle of Swords. I went in good faith to meet the Witch Queen. She had promised peace. I was cut down. My bones were left to rot in the wind. And yet, my spirit has always belonged to the Archives, human. And so, I am here. And here, I shall remain. Have you come to seek a way free of the bonding bracelet, human? There is only one chance.
Yeah, we're full health, friendos.
Slim one at that.
There you go.
You must assemble the...
All right, thank you. Thank you. If you want to know how to free your character from the Exiled Lands, I do have a video called How to Remove the Bracelet on my YouTube channel. Obviously, you can go to Siptah, either, like, how do I say, now without having to do anything. As long as you have the Siptah DLC. So yeah, we didn't die in there, which is kind of cool. Conan was the main bad guy in the Age of Conan. He's also featured in the Conan novels. Yeah. Place your bets, yeah. Why remove the bracelet when you got a base and followers? Yeah, I mean, it's just some people want an end game thing to do, but I think this is why they don't really like. It's not in the journey at all because they don't want you to leave the game because they're worried you won't come back. I am assuming. I can't speak for them. So let's get out of the unnamed city and we can eat a heart for hero. Don't you just end up in the menu and click remove bracelet? Yeah, it's permanently remove bracelet. Yeah, without dying, that's it. Without dying. Bum 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 bum. Visit Snake Boss Chamber. The Citadel. Is that next? Is that what you mean? Visit Snake Boss? Do you mean go in Citadel the Triumvirate? Yeah, okay. I'm on my way. Come on, friendos. Bum 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 bum. You mean to speak to the dude out there? Ouch. Oh, the fragment's here. I showed you this before. This is where one of the random fragments just spawns out in the wild. This is where we are. Like Milton said, it's better to rule in hell than serve in heaven. Did you go over the other recipes you can get in the archives? Did you go over the other recipes? We've done a full tour of the unnamed city. Not today, on a different day. Except for the stuff is to get the diadem. So, is there a reason is it to speak to this guy? Do 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 do. So the Barrow King is next. I guess we can fight these. I haven't spoken to this guy for years. I'm just intrigued by what the staff wants me to do.
I smell you, human. The stench of your kind has not improved throughout the eons. Ashes and dust, human. Ashes and dust. All that remains of what we once were. An echo of an echo. In my mind, I still walk the streets of our city. The iron scent of blood as I pass the temple of the old serpent. I have lived ashen with I see that you wear the bracelet.
Did you mean to speak to him, Oscar? Is that what you meant?
Created such to
That staff is an alternative way to get hinks on single player pathing. Yeah. As opposed to Lotus potions.
Finish our numbers. And as we dwindled in the war, we increasingly came to rely on human prisoners to provide us with labor.
Yeah, there's nothing at the back anymore. There is a fragment that spawns at the back of the snake place. Okay, let's get out of here. Do 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 and clear our corruption with the heart of a hero. Do 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 do. We've just got 23 minutes left on it. Bum bum ba-dum. Do 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 do. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum bum. Yeah, that's kind of cool actually because I never used to take the staff with me anywhere. I do think it wasn't working for a long time. If I had, that was my memory of it. And I used to place it in my base and I thought it was like, oh, that's really cool. But then, you know, it would just, after Hark, look at this place. I haven't seen such a mess since the Fall of Fallujah. After that, I never used it anymore. I never kind of, you know, did anything with it. And then left it standing in my base, which is what probably a lot of people did. So it's kind of cool that it just talks to you when you go certain places. I wonder then, so if I go to fight the Barrow King, will it speak again, I wonder? Do 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 bum 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 bum. When getting through, is there any real benefit to level crafters? That depends, because the volcano crafters are very good as fighters. I mean, if you want to use them, like the named people. So you might want to level them because they are good, but I would rather not lose a crafter, personally, in a fight. I'd just rather get a berserker or something like that. That's really the only reason to level them. Yeah, otherwise they just give you the same benefits regardless. The other thing is, if they're likely to die, so like a PvP situation or, I don't know, whatever else. If you've leveled them up, they'll have more health and whatnot. If you talk to some people too much, it messes with the stuff dialogue. Does it? I don't know if they fixed that or not. So the one thing that I hope that they fixed, I don't think they did. I don't think last time I checked it was fixed. You can draw your own conclusions about when that might have been. That they had fixed the volcano bit where he's just like yapping over the boss in the volcano and it's just a big old noise. I don't know if they fixed that. Just wasn't sure if they gained crafted trait. No, they don't gain crafted traits. They just get better fighter kind of points basically. With option to place down to hear dialogue again if you need. Oh, I wish it spoke to us while in pocket instead of having to place it down. Yeah, so it did speak to me though when I was in there without placing it though, in that in the archives. Does it ever specify if this last giant king dude is actually alive or just another undead? I don't know. Sweet. Right. I think we're going to leave it here for today. Let's draw the winner of our giveaway, friendos, because I'm Hank Marvin right now. Excuse me. So, exclamation mark ticket in Twitch chat for a chance to win either the Blood and Sand DLC or the Riddle of Steel DLC. You can choose. Make sure your Twitch whispers are open. If you're not here in the chat, I will draw another winner. And you can try again another day. So I'm going to count down from 10 and then I will declare the winner. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the giveaway. There we go. Let's draw a winner. And the winner is Kinija, or Kinia. Congratulations, you won with a 1.37% chance to win. Oh, you're there. I love that you're here. Thank you so much for being here still. What would you like? Blood and Sand DLC or Riddle of Steel, my friend? Bum, bum, bum. Congratulations. Oh, yeah. Blood and Sand, yes. Coming up. Do, 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 do. Bum, ba, da, ba, bum, bum, ba, da, ba, ba, bum. Squeakerfin is trying to get into the room furiously. Typical. Bum, ba, dum. Do, 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 do. Let me put your name here. Let me grab this for you. Let me hit that. There we go. Let's do this. And this.
Calendros 1979 gifted a tier 1 subscription to Kinija.
Ah, thank you, lovely. Thank you for gifting a sub. There you go. Congratulations. There's your key, Kinija. If anybody would like to join our server, we have a server which is obviously Exiled Lands and Siptah these days. You can do that by joining our Discord. Look at the Conan Exiles channel. See the pinned messages. You'll find joining instructions. It's a 42 slot server. Lovely people in there. And currently unmodded. It will be lightly quality of life modded in about a week or something. We're kind of just when the servers have calmed down in terms of like, you know, updates and all that stuff, giving like modders a chance to kind of update their mods. And I think honestly it's quite nice just to play without mods for a bit, isn't it, really? She says with mods running, but we did try and it was just easier to keep them off the server for now. Yes, make sure you follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. I'm on Twitter, TikTok and Blue Sky. This whole playthrough is on my live tab on YouTube if you want to binge watch this series from the very beginning. I have a bunch of guides on my YouTube channel as well. Anything really that you want to know about the game you can just watch on my YouTube channel. I'll be back tomorrow, probably all week as well. We'll do some more giveaways too with this series, and I do have more guides coming out. I need to kind of get cracking on those and stuff, so I need to kind of start streaming a bit earlier, so expect an earlier stream tomorrow. All right, my loves, thank you so much for all the support. It's been absolutely wonderful, and I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your games, peeps.